FDMG is coming. FDMG is coming. FDMG is coming. It's coming. FDMG is coming. FDMG is coming. FDMG is coming. It's 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 coming. Oh, it's coming. FDMG is coming. FDMG is coming. Thought his personality be twerking. It's twerking.
All right. Yeah, before we get started, I just want to say to everyone, live long and prosper. That's the first thing we got to say. Welcome, everyone. Inside the Cook Crush Chat. Thank you so much for tuning on in. This will be a relatively short live stream. We have some breaking news coming from FDMG. It appears as if the Federation, perhaps the Klingons, perhaps, I don't know. Perhaps the Klingons or the Borg, Ferengi. I'm not quite sure. They're visiting for some reason. That they appear to be visiting FDMG. So we're gonna get into this today. It's gonna be a quick live stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning on in. There is a poll question. Umar Johnson, did Umar Johnson see a UFO or was he tweaking? Make sure you get your vote in during this live stream. Our goal for likes is 300 because we're only going to be here for just a couple months. Thank you guys again for tuning on in. Shout out to everyone. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Yeah, I had to pull out the old gear. I've actually had this shirt. I probably need like extra large now, but I've had this for over a decade. And I ordered the glasses yesterday. Am I being a little petty? I don't know. But hey, anything I could do to get it in. All right. Shout out to all you Trekkies and Star Trekkers and Star Wars and everything else if you're into sci-fi. Candace says, Umar on that Parliament for the mothership tune that, yeah, it's something else. It's a short video. What we'll do is we'll get into the video and then he tells a story about when he was punched in the face by an alien as a child. I have that queued up as well. We get into that and then we'll go back to the main video and then we'll close out the show. It's just amazing. I want to say something to everyone. This is a pattern of behavior with Umar. So he's tripping. He's tweaking. That's what he's doing. He's tweaking. And what happens historically speaking, and I've researched Umar. I mean, many of you guys have been around a long time. I've researched him for years. I've reported on him for years. What happens traditionally, historically speaking, I should say, is that when Umar comes up on some money, he smokes it all. He smokes it up. Most of the money that he's received for FDMG has not gone towards FDMG. He smokes it up and then he starts looking real bad and he'll pop back up because he needs more money to get some more stuff. And I told people that was exactly what was going to happen because he was on the Art of Dialogue. I said, right after he get off the Art of Dialogue, you guys wait and see. And then he did another video. He did a video after that and he looked all smoked out. He was in a park looking all broke down. And then now he up there again tweaking. But this ain't the first time. He's tweaked up there many, many times. In fact, I should probably pull up the video where he was tweaking up there. He's pouring water on his head. I'll pull that one up too. So I just want to be clear about that. I told people that this was exactly what was going to happen. And this is exactly what's going to happen. It's not because somehow, I have any type of special information dealing with Umar. I'm just saying, historically speaking, this is what happened. So now he's up here talking about he's seeing UFOs. Okay. We'll get into this. Goddess Noel says, I told y'all Knicks and 5. Yeah, shout out to the Knicks too. They won the championship. It was a great game. It was a great series, even though I feel like the Spurs, they kind of went out. But they're a young team. You know, they made a lot of bad mistakes, and I still think they're missing some leadership on that team. So that off season has started. So hopefully they get some pieces put together to come back next year and make another run. But they're going to be around and be relevant for a very long time to come. So, and then shout out to the Knicks. It's been a very long time. I'm happy for everyone out there in New York because they've been waiting. And Knicks fans, they're one of the most dedicated fans in the NBA. And shout out to everyone out there in New York. Thanks, Cousin Noel. Okay, someone said Captain Leonard Picard. Yeah, Picard is probably my favorite captain out of all of the captains in Star Trek. Second would probably be yeah, it wouldn't be Kirk. Yeah, I would go with that's a good question. Because I like what's her name? I can't remember her name right now. I like it definitely would be it wouldn't be Kirk for sure. I like Catherine Janeway, but I would go with Benjamin Sisko. And in fact, yeah, I would go with Benjamin Sisko. That series, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, that's probably my favorite series. I kind of alternate between that and Star Trek Next Generation. But I would go with Benjamin Sisko at number 2. Anyway, I'm deep in the Trek. All right, let's see. And then Ham says Nick Cannon plays 5 men to Umar. What happened to that? Did he really? I highly doubt that he actually went through with that. But if he did, where's that 5 million go? At that point, we can say Umar's raised he's probably raised about $8 million. Yeah, if anyone has any information on that, please email it to me. I'll definitely take a look and we can cover it. Yeah, Janeway was good too. I enjoyed her. And thanks, Hans, for the super chat as well. Black Mara also says, found out tonight that I'm going to be a grandpa. Well, congratulations on that. That's awesome. Yeah, me and my wife, we are waiting. Congratulations on that, Black Mara. Enjoy every minute of it, for real. Yeah, congratulations. And then also thanks for and we'll play the track that you did at the end of this live stream as well. You did some fantastic AI stuff. Thank you so much, bro. Yeah, Avery Brooks, I met him one time down in San Diego. He was out there and real quick, then we get into it. He was out there at UCSD. I'm from San Diego, and I knew professors at UCSD from high school. And he was there, but he wasn't for an acting role. He was actually singing there for an opera. And the guy who wrote the opera did a music album and was collaborated with my music teacher way back in the day too, going back to like the 80s, 70s, 80s. But anyway, the guy who wrote the opera, they had Avery Brooks come and sing. There had other singers there too. And I went for the dress rehearsal. And then after the dress rehearsal, the person who invited me, what was his name? George Lewis. He was a trombone player. But he's also a tech guy too. He's like a genius, like certified genius. He had invited me. Then I watched it, and afterwards he said, "You want to go out to lunch with Avery Brooks?" And I was like, "Yeah," and I was so excited. And I contained myself though too, because he was there as a musician, and I didn't want to disrespect him, like talk about Star Trek or anything like that. But we went to this restaurant. It was a small restaurant, and we ate, and people asked questions. He asked me some questions and stuff, and I just answered. I didn't say anything about Star Trek. He had no idea. I was a huge fan. And then afterwards, he got up and he went and paid for everyone's meal. And then he came back and gave everyone a hug. And then he had to go back to Los Angeles. So anyway, awesome experience right there. I'll remember that until I croak, as it were. Okay, let's get going here. Enterprise also says, anyone thinking this dude is sane, not on drugs, or certified anything, or any of the millions of nonsensical rhetoric he spews is true, seek help. Yeah, I think at this point, and I've been saying this more recently, there's really no excuses for people at this point, unless you're new to Umar. But if you've been around, including the women that deal with Umar, if you've been around long enough, you don't have any excuse, and you really can't be claiming that you're a victim, because there's so much information on Umar in terms of his predatory ways towards Black women that there's really no excuse. You can do just a little bit of Googling on. You can go back to Google conscious stripper, Kim Ringold, and that's all you need to know right there. And then since that time, it's just been more and more and more. And there's still people who believe in this guy. There's still people who send him donations. That's crazy. Now he's up there tweaking again at these trap banners in Wilmington, Delaware, talking about he's seeing UFOs. Okay, we'll get into it. Yeah, thanks, Enterprise, too. Michael says, welcome aboard, Captain Honor of the USS Cookie Crush. The command is yours. All right, engage. Thank you, Michael. Anytime I can get this out, it's been a long time. I said, let's do this. It's tight, though. I have to turn it because it's hot, because it's tight. When I first had it, when I first bought it, it was real loose, but now it's just so tight. I got to get another one. I'm gonna do it. I'll get another one. Thanks, Michael. The USS Cookie Crush. All right, thanks, Michael. Okay, and then user 225 says, when Umar Johnson was clobbered by a 3-foot tall yellow alien as a kid, that was me. Now me and my Asian alien goon squad have returned to FDMG for our get back. Yeah, I remember you said that back in the day. Not back in the day, but you said that when we had covered the video, we were telling the alien story. And you said, because he said it was a yellow alien. So user 225 was goofing off and saying that. Anyway, all right. Thanks, 225. I hope you're doing all right, too. Oh, cool. Daxter met him, too. He said, I met Avery Brooks, a.k.a. Hawk. Yeah, he played Hawk back in the day. A Man Called Hawk was a show. I think that was in, I want to say the 70s, maybe 80s, early 80s. Hawk also back in 1990 up here in New York City. He was walking Manhattan when I worked at where I worked at during that time. Gave him a power fist. He did the same back to me. Yeah. He's a cool dude. He really is. Like, that was one of the greatest experiences to meet him. Yeah, and I've been a Star Trek fan big time once TNG came out. But even before that, I was watching I'd seen the original series quite a bit though, but I didn't get into it. I was more into Star Wars. But by the time Star Trek Next Generation came on to the scene, boy, to this day, that's my go-to show. So yeah, it was great to meet him. And when I met him, I didn't say anything about Star Wars or Star Trek or anything. Yeah, sometimes I wish I had. And then real quick, his relationship dynamic too with his son it really made an impression on me as a when Star Trek Next Generation, Star Trek Deep Space Nine came out. And because if you guys look at his character, he's a single father. He's raising his son, Jake Sisko, and he does a fantastic job. There's bumps along the way, but he's very affectionate with him. You know, they hug. You know, he'll kiss him on his forehead, kiss him on his head, and you see Jake grow up in the series. And so that really had a huge impact on me to see in sci-fi to see a Star Trek character who has a son. And they have that type of relationship. And I remember even when I was watching it back then, I was like, that's how I want my relationship to be with my son if I have a son one day. That was when I was probably like late teens, early 20s at that time. And then my teacher was into it too. I remember when he couldn't watch it, I would record it on VHS tapes at my dorm. And then it was an apartment at that time, but at my dorm. And then I would take it to him when we would meet during the week, and he would watch it, and then he would bring it back, and then we would do that. We did that for, I don't know, maybe 2 years. Anyway, great memories, great memories. Daxter says, Manjaw Files is definitely tripping. Okay. I used to watch the X-Files a lot too, back in the day. Yep. Thank you. Library Blockchain says, hey, Cooker Chat, my phone pocket dialed a subscription to Dr. Umar's Instagram and charged me $10. So frustrating that I couldn't get a refund. You can't get a refund on that? Yeah, that sucks. Does it tell you how many people have signed up? Let us know in the chat room. How many people are signed up? Does it actually list that because you have a subscription? Does it show how many people have subscribed to his Instagram page? That'd be good to know. Yeah, I'm sorry that money went out like that. Yeah. Sometimes things happen. Thank you, Librarian Blockchain, for the super chat. Okay, let's get going here. YouTube 5 also says, Lenon, did you see the Nixon win? Yeah, I did. Thoughts on the series? I said a couple of points a little bit earlier. It was a great series. I think that it could have easily been, right now, easily the Spurs could have been up in this series. Like, they gave some games away. So it's not like they were getting blown out. I just think that they're young and they lack the experience. And they need a veteran who is a number 2 or number 3 player on the team. That's what they need. And then Wembanyama being number 1. And someone who has leadership skills, because they're just a young team. They're going to be back. They're going to be back over the next decade or so. So they got opportunities. I'm happy for the Knicks. I was rooting for the Spurs because they were down in this series, and I wanted to go to 7. But then I told myself, if the Knicks win, I'm going to be happy though anyway, because they've been waiting for a long time. So shout out to the Knicks. Yeah. Thanks, you, YouTube 5. Black Wolf said, Lenon, beam up to beam in. That's what Umar said. That's what Umar said. Umar said that when you're about to have relations with your woman, you got to beam up, which means to get high, to beam in, which means, okay, you guys, you can figure the rest of that out. Okay, but that's what Umar said. By the way, tomorrow we'll get into a video Umar, he was at a 5th grade elementary school giving a graduation commencement for them to go to 6th grade. It's horrible. just him being there and giving that speech, and we'll get into that tomorrow. Let's be on the schedule. But the fact that they would have him come based upon what we know about him and how he talks and they brought a dope fiend who's always talking about sex. Has anyone else seen this? Hit the one. We'll get into this tomorrow. Okay, shout out to James. James, the one that told me about it. I didn't even know about it. I have the video. So we'll get into that tomorrow. It's crazy. And one thing Umar said was to beam up to beam in. Why would you have someone who's online talking like that and dealing with strippers? He's smoked out, he's scamming, but you're gonna have him come talk to these kids. Now it's supposed to be some sort of Afrocentric school or Afri-centric school or whatever you want to call it, African-centered school. Okay, you guys should be ashamed of yourself. Real talk. You should be ashamed of yourself. Anyway, we'll get into that tomorrow. Thanks, Black Wolf. Okay. Let's get going, everybody. Highway 20 Skinny says Lenon won those glasses at the FDMG rap. No, I got these off of Amazon and I ordered them yesterday. I wasn't gonna do all this. So I said no, because anytime I can get it in, let me go for it. And they arrived about 3 hours ago, and here we are. Okay, and then they have different settings on here too. So they have flashing ones. You can have them where they're all red or all blue or whatever. All right. Thank you for the super chat. Thanks for all the super chats, everybody. Jean-Luc Picard. John Lennon Picard. All right. Okay, that's all the super chats. Thank you guys. I think I got that. No, I didn't get everybody. Hold on one second. It was a UFO family. That's what Umar says. We're gonna get into this in a moment. This incredible, this guy. Okay, he out there just tweaking. But I told people that was exactly what's going to happen. Thank you, Tibbity Tabbity. Candy says, "We're my Twilight Zone Africans." That's another great series. Is Twilight Zone. I was deep into that growing up too, and it's all in black and white. But that's some fantastic classic. It's not just sci-fi, but they have sci-fi themes in there too. Twilight Zone is fantastic. One time I tried to sit down with my kids to watch it. They were like not impressed, partly because it's black and white, but also stuff that was like really groundbreaking back in the day. They see it and they're like, that's nothing, So anyway, Twilight Zone's fantastic. In fact, Captain Kirk played the character Captain Kirk, the guy who I can't remember his name right now. He played in Twilight Zone as well. Yep, he played in Twilight Zone. It was good. It was a good one too. It was dealing with the thing on the plane that was out on the wing, the gremlin on the wing. He did a really good job on that one. Okay, thanks, Cat. Meg says Lenon finna run a level 10 diagnostic on. How many times have we heard the diagnostic? Level 5 diagnostic, Captain. Captain, we did a level 10 diagnostic. Yeah, thanks, Meg. That's awesome. Okay, did I get everybody? I think I got everybody. Let me just check. And then also, okay, I got Daxter. Thank you for being a member for 4 months. Also, for you members, I uploaded 3 videos last week for members. Two of those deal with Umar. These are older videos that most people have not seen. 99.9% of people haven't seen. And then I did another video on Cheyenne Bryant. I'll do another video on Cheyenne Bryant this week too, and I'll upload it for you members. If I have time, we'll do it as a live stream. It's just it's a time issue for me. Thanks, May. Okay, and then Keith Cunningham says, before you start, we need a PSA to Umar's plug. Stop stepping on the dope. It's causing Umar to crash out. Lenon, you old school, yeah. Now, here's the thing. Umar has had a sniffing problem based upon my research going back to 2012. That's when you start to see it. And this coincides with him coming into fame via Hidden Colors, which was in 2011. Things start to pick up for Umar. Now, we don't see it in the 2005 video. That's the earliest video that I've been able to find. I remember when I found it, I was shocked. I was like, and then when I found it, I don't think it was archived as 2005, but I did research to find out when that event took place. And it took me quite a while. And I actually found the flyer for it too. Dr. Valentine spoke there as well. Other people have spoke there at that particular event. But the thing is that if you watch that video, Umar, you can tell he has himself together. You can still tell that, something ain't right with him. This is back in 2005. But he wasn't sniffing like that. Something happened. Okay, so by the time we get to 2012, and I think you can also see it in 2011, but it's in a documentary. I think it's 2012. You start to really see it become pronounced where he can't control it anymore. And he starts playing with his nose. He's doing like this, and he'll be sniffing, and it's just, it's withdrawal type of situations, and it's called a post-nasal drip. Okay, and a lot of people, they kind of dismiss this, and it's amazing that people have, because it's gone back now since at least 2012. We're talking 14 years of this. Now, what has happened over the years, Keith, is it's gotten worse and worse and worse and worse. Umar continues to do whatever he is doing, or whatever types of things that he's doing, because at this point it could be quite a few different things, and it's impacted him not just in terms of his nose, but also in terms of his actions, his behavior, his volatility. He's up here tweaking again. See, this reminds me, I should pull up the video. Y'all remember when Umar, he was high on something, and he couldn't even stand up. He had to lay down. Let me see if I can find that one. And then that time he was up there at these trap bandos, and he was pouring water on his head, tweaking. There's so many other examples I think. The video he's laying down, I think he was in Mississippi or Alabama, something like that. But I'm gonna see if I can find that one. I'll pull that up as an example. So just real quick, I just want to make this very clear. I know we joke about it, but it's not really a laughing matter. Umar, he has some serious substance abuse issues, and a lot of the money that he's received for FDMG has gone towards that. It's gotten so bad that now Umar's up here tweaking, talking about he's seeing UFOs and all this other stuff up at these trap bandos. Okay, where does it end? We'll have to wait and see. Thanks, Keith. Okay, let's get going, everybody. Thanks, everyone, for all of the super chats. Again, this show we shouldn't be here, but for maybe about an hour. But I do have another show scheduled for tomorrow. All right, so this video is from 2 days ago. All right, shout out to James for letting me know about it. And here we go. Umar's up here at these abandoned buildings, and he's tweaking. All right, there is a poll question. Make sure you get your vote in. All right, here we go. Okay, hold on one second. Here we go. Okay, notice how he's looking up already. That's because this is part of Umar and his theatrics. He's already looking up. Look at his face. He smoked out. I told people, hit the one. I said, this is exactly what's going to happen. He's going to get on the art of dialogue. That money going to come in. Hit the one, because I need some credit on this. Hit the one. I don't mean to be like that, but no, real talk. I told people that this was exactly what's going to happen, because it happens every single time. And and then he was up there, and he looked all smoked out the last time. Now he's up there. He's even worse. And here we go. It's the same thing over. What's up, Barn? The same thing. What's up, Vixen? Same thing over and over again. I know, look at his face. And people invite this guy to speak to fifth graders that's going into the 6th grade. Absolutely. It shows you how bankrupt, morally and ethically bankrupt the Black conscious community is. And not everyone, but the people who continue to bring Umar out and have this guy who's always talking filthy, and he's talking about little girls' private parts. You're going to bring him out? Absolutely. What's up, Coco? Oh, absolutely insane. Okay, let's get going. Thank you all so much, everyone. Here we go.
Peace and Pan Africanism, peace and Pan Africanism. Peace and Pan Africanism, peace and Pan Africanism. This your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifatunde Oguntade, coming to you live and direct from your school, my school, and our school, the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy. Brothers and sisters, first of all, good Garvey Day to my continental Africans, good Garvey Day to my Caribbean Africans, good Garvey Day.
Why isn't he inside, by the way? Why isn't Umar inside of these abandoned buildings? That he said the school's done, right? Why is he outside? Boy, he smoked out bad too. Look at this guy. And look who's here. Gator Girl, how you doing? I ain't seen you in a long time. Yeah, he does. He looks horrible. He looks horrible. Gator Girl been around a long time too. Gator Girl will be around like she used to be, but that's okay. I'm glad you're here right now. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, his face all greasy. Why is he outside? He said that the bandos were done. He said it in February of this year. He said it this month, and everyone was excited, including his donors and followers. They get all excited, but he outside again, looking smoked out. He also said the school was done in August of 2023 too, by the way. Let's go.
To my Canadian Africans, good Garvey Day to my Australian Africans, good Garvey Day to my Africans in Europe, good Garvey Day to...
See, he out here tweaking. It's not like he started the live stream and then he noticed anything. He's been out here tweaking, and he's looking up because he sees the airplanes going by and stuff. It could be helicopters with lights, and he's tweaking.
my Africans of Asia, good garbage day to my South
Look
Pacific.
at this guy. You guys gotta be kidding. You gotta be kidding me. Leonard Nimoy is rolling around his grave right now. Look at this guy.
Africans, good garbage day to my South American Africans, good garbage day to my Central American Africans, good garbage day to my North American Africans, my Delaware Africans, my Philly Africans.
Look, he's looking up to see something the whole time. He's just tweaking. You ever seen people do this? They just be, I'm only to laugh, but they just be. You be like, what in the world? And they just be preoccupied with it. Umar tripping.
My Maryland, D.C., Baltimore, Virginia, Georgia Africans, my Tennessee, my Missouri, my Nebraska Africans, my...
Look at this guy. Umar, you got to stop this. You have to stop. What's up, Dr. Nene? East B is in the house. This guy, he has to stop. When is it going to stop?
Illinois and Michigan Africans, my California, my Phoenix, my New Mexico.
Here you go. Look at this guy. Look at him. This is some sad shit, y'all. I know I'm laughing, but it's sad. It is. It's sad. It's some sad shit. Damn. I mean, this guy, he's falling off so far. And again, last week, he had his followers. They were so excited because he lied to them again and said that the school was ready. And then here we are the next week. He out here tweaking. And he was tweaking before he hit the record button, before he went live too, by the way. That's why he was already looking up, because ain't no telling how long he was out here looking up. Got flies and gnats. He trying to get the flies and gnats
Virginia,
out the way.
Georgia Africans, my Tennessee, my Missouri, my Nebraska Africans, my Illinois and Michigan Africans, my California, my Phoenix, my New Mexico.
There you go. Man.
Brothers and sisters, I'm going live because I think I see a UFO.
See, this is all, I'm telling you, Umar, everything is performative with this guy. He goes live. He doesn't say anything about a UFO, but then all of a sudden he sees it and he's saying, I'm going live because he thought he saw a UFO. This means he had been out here already. He'd been out here looking up here the whole time.
I think I see a UFO up in the sky at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy.
This guy.
And I'm going to see if I can show you this UFO, brothers and sisters. I think I see a UFO. I don't know if y'all can see this light. Y'all see that light right there?
Okay, Umar. Please. Most people on any given night can go outside and look up and they're going to see a light. It could be an airplane, a helicopter. It could be a star in some cases. Okay. But this guy, he's so smoked out.
That is not a star. It's not a star. It's blinking.
Okay. If it's blinking, stars blink too, Umar. Did you know that? How many people knew that? There are some stars you look at and they're blink. It's not that they're literally blinking at you. It just has to do with, us, how we see them. Some of them, they're the same. They just stay the same. But there are ones that it appears as if they're blinking. Now, there are also aerial vehicles that have blinking lights. In fact, it's necessary. They have to have that. Did you guys know that too? I shouldn't even say that to y'all. Umar, did you know that? So what are you talking about? Aircraft have lights. They have blinking lights. That's what they do. Yeah, you guys ever heard the song Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star? How I wonder where you are? Up above, the sky so high, something like that. Like a diamond. in the sky. All right. Yeah, he really is. It's kind of sad, but this is Umar. This is what he do. I told people. Here we go.
It's not an airplane. It's not a star. It's not an airplane. The lights are blinking. I don't know if y'all can see it. This is not a joke, brothers and sisters. I wouldn't be
Yeah, he's tweaking.
going live. I would not be going live.
You tweaking.
There is an unidentified flying object in the skies of the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy. I repeat.
Okay, just because you can't identify it doesn't mean that it's some sort of alien. Let's be clear about that.
There is an unidentified flying object up in the sky of the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. It is not a plane. It is not a star, brothers and sisters. And the light is flickering on and off. I'm telling you. This is something different. This is something different. Y'all can't see the light flashing, but I can see the light flashing, and it is not a... What the fuck?
This guy, he tweaking bad. See, the thing is, why is he even? I know that's right. That's y'all's principle. That's y'all's principle. Yeah, let me choose this transcript. It could be a helicopter. It could be all. I mean, there's plenty of things. I mean, if we want to go there, it could be a skydiver, and he has some light on his foot. You know, sometimes I'm just trying to come up with something. You know, anything. Helicopter. What are those things that people get in them? They get in them. They drive real fast. They got a thing on the back. They got them in that game. I haven't played in a long time, but in Flight Simulator, it could be one of those. It could, yeah. It could be a drone. Yeah, it could be a drone. I mean, that's it could be a drone. That could be a perfect explanation right there. Yeah, I started on, because I did pretty good. Okay, I wasn't all the way on time, but anyway. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. Appreciate the encouragement. Yeah, I hope the puppy's doing good too. Whole boy's doing good. Good to see you. Okay, yeah, paragliders. Yeah, it could be paragliders. It could be hospital care flight at night. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. It could be a hot air balloon. I mean, just throw it in there. Why not? Satellite. Yeah, why not? Star Trek. paper airplane with a light on it. Okay, let's keep going. No, there was a light at first, but you just can't see it. Okay, after a while, but there was a light up there.
Yo, something else just went next to it. What the fuck?
This guy, he tripping. I didn't see nothing else.
Yo, something else just went next to it. Yo, something else just flew next to it, slowed down, and took off again and disappeared.
Okay.
Brothers and sisters, this is King Kong Consciousness, the most relevant, revolutionary, and requested black scholar on the planet. And I'm reporting from the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy. Brothers and sisters, I'm at the Nat Turner John Jacques Dessalines.
He ain't got nothing else to do.
Gymnasium.
Yeah, Deshaun, that's what I said at first. I said, if the school is done, why is he outside in the first place? Out here at night screaming and yelling, talking crazy. Why is he even out here? What's up, Jonathan? Hope you're doing all right.
And we have an unidentified. Do y'all see that? Or y'all still acting goofy tonight?
I do see a little light up there.
Do y'all see that? Or y'all still acting goofy tonight?
See, they were going in on him in his chat. That's why he getting mad.
There's an unidentified. Well, what do y'all think it is? It's not a plane. Planes can't stop in the middle of the sky. It's not a star. So what is it, brothers and sisters?
Okay, it could be a helicopter. It could be a star. Why not? If it's stopped. Anyway, I'm sorry.
King Kong, planes can't stop in the middle of the sky. It's not a star. So what is it, brothers and sisters? What is it? Y'all help me out. It's not a drone.
See, they probably said it's a drone. He says it's not a drone. How do you know that? Vanier says Umar should stop using drugs because he see alien. Now, yeah, but here's the thing. He tells a story too. I will get into that video too. I already have it queued up. There's a story where he talked about when he was a child that he was visited by an alien and the alien socked him in the nose. Okay, well, I'm gonna play that too. The thing is that Umar, he had already been out here looking up for some reason. And I mean, again, if the school is done, he should be inside. But why are you outside anyway, just looking up like this? You ain't got nothing else to do? No, he's out there tweaking. And he has a history of this type of behavior. In fact, here we go. Let's go to 2021.
I can't be clocking the time. This my block, Ifatunde Avenue. This Dr. Papa Boulevard. This is my spot. I'm going to see all y'all here in 10 days. The countdown begins,
Yeah, I think it was like 1 a.m., if memory serves me correctly. It was past midnight.
baby. It's September 1st. We got 10 days. What you going to do? FDMGfestival.com. I've been working all day, cleaning. 1 o'clock, I'm still working. I'm still working. Got the water. Got the water. Got the water. Blah. I'm working. I'm working, brothers and sisters. Getting ready for your festival, your block party, your coming out show. Getting the food ready, the vendors ready, performers ready, the giveaways is ready, the t-shirts are ready, the mugs are ready, the bumper stickers are ready. Burgers, hot dogs, snacks, the fashion show, Universal African Dance and Duma, Afro-Ricans. If you identify as African, you can come. It's an African family festival. It's an African family festival, baby. I'm here. I'm on Dr. Papa Boulevard, Ifatunde Avenue. This is the real Wakanda. Wetting the locks. Ooh, it feels so good. Woo! Woo! I'm happy to be nappy right now. Hit the CashApp $FDMG school. Hit the CashApp $FDMG school. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not playing with y'all. Woo, this water feel good at 1 in the morning on Dr. Papa Boulevard. This water feels good at 1 in the morning at Dr. Papa Boulevard. This water feels good 1 in the morning at Ifatunde Avenue. This water feels good 1 in the morning, Ifatunde Avenue, brothers and sisters. I'm not done. Woo! Woo! I'm getting high off the people because I loves the people. I serves the people. Hit the Cash App, $FDMG school. Hit the PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. It's going down, baby. It's going down in 10 days. It's going down in 10 days. Ifatunde Avenue, Dr. Papa Boulevard. It's going down, baby. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Come get your black Superman FDMGT. Come get your black Superwoman FDMGT. Come get your black Super Youth FDMGT. I'm good. I'm high off the people, brother. I'm high off the people.
Yeah, you high, all right.
I didn't have a good day today, but it ended good. I didn't know what I was going to do with all this trash. God sent a brother out of nowhere. He just pulled up and said, brother, you need any help? I said, I don't know what I'm going to do with all this trash. That brother pulled over, picked up everything, cleaned it all up, man. Thank God, because I wasn't having a good day. It's going to start raining at 2 in the morning. I said, what I'm going to do with all this trash I done cleaned up? Brothers and sisters, we here. Brothers and sisters, we here. I can't be a racist. Racism is power plus privilege. Black folks don't have either in an organized fashion. Racism is power plus privilege. Black people don't have either in an organized fashion. Moreover, what are you doing on my live? Why are all you non-Africans constantly invading my life? Mo Woda. Woo! Woohoo! I'm high off the people because I serves the people. I love the people. In 10 more days, I'ma see the people. Delaware State Black Parent Advocate book release September 11th at the boot camp. If you live in Delaware and you haven't gotten the book, you can come get the book.
All right, I was trying to find the other one. I could not find it. I'm gonna keep looking, but I can't remember where he was. I thought he was in Mississippi or Alabama or something like that. If anyone remembers, let me know in the chat room. He was high again, and he had to go and he started laying down on the ground in the grass. Anyone remember? Let me know in the chat room. Okay, so this is just another example. There's plenty of other examples, and of course, this is the example from 2 days
The
ago.
damn drone again and disappeared. Brothers and sisters, this is King Kong Consciousness, the most relevant, revolutionary, and requested black scholar on the planet. And I'm reporting from the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy. Brothers and sisters, I'm at the Nat Turner John Jacques Dessalines Gymnasium, and we have an unidentified. Do y'all see that? Or y'all still acting goofy tonight? Do y'all see that, or y'all still acting goofy tonight?
Yeah, Jackson.
There's an unidentified. Well, what do y'all think it is? It's not a plane. Planes can't stop in the middle of the sky. It's not a star. So what is it, brothers and sisters? What is it? Y'all help me out. It's not a drone. It's not a damn drone. It's flickering on and off. Maybe it's the FBI. I don't know. I think it's a UFO.
Okay, I think
it's an unidentified flying object, and I think it's a whole bunch of coons on that ship. I think it is a unidentified flying coon ship. There's a whole bunch of coons on that UFO up there. They're coming to take over the Black Power struggle.
I didn't hear this part. I haven't watched the whole thing. What is he talking about? What is he talking about? Oh man. Yeah, I'm trying to find that one right now. I don't know how I archived it though. I do have the one from Alcorn. That's from 2021 February. So let me see if I can find that somewhere around that time.
UFO. I think it's an unidentified flying object, and I think it's a whole bunch of coons on that ship. I think it is a unidentified flying coon ship.
Crazy.
There's a whole bunch of coons on that UFO up there. They're coming to take over the Black Power struggle, brother. Get ready for the real coons. Get ready for the real coons. All jokes aside, brothers and sisters, there's an unidentified flying object, but y'all think everything funny, so.
Because you are funny, goofy.
I'm telling you, something else flew next to it, slowed down, and then sped up again.
Okay.
I think it's a UFO. I think it's a UFO, brothers and sisters. I'm not joking. I'm not. There's no other star in the sky tonight. It's not a star.
Y'all found it. Okay, let me give you guys another example of Umar Tweakin. This is from 2021, February 27th of 2021. Let me pull this up. February 27th. Here we go. Okay, so he runs his mouth for a while, but at a certain point, watch.
On Saturday, April the 10th, it's my
he looks smoked out here too. Just looking just horrible.
First time in Beantown since me and Dr. Claude Anderson.
See, look.
Party. If you live.
Y'all see this? Hit the one. Hit the one. Look.
Delaware, the official book release, Three Kings Reloaded.
And see, there's times where Umar's really going through it too, by the way. This is one of the times right here. I can always tell. I mean, I've been reporting on this guy for such a long time. He smoked out here. He smoked out another one. He smoked out the one from a couple of days ago. And just last week, he was telling people that the school was finished and people got all excited. Okay, so he runs his mouth in this one. Let me skip to the part, though.
Dr. Claude Anderson, and that the whole world is the African kingdom, but the content is,
Here you go.
We only have a minimum. Must be able to seat minimum 50 African parents with tables and chairs, socially distanced. If you're not African, that's all right with me, brother. Just make sure when the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy opens up, you keep your eye from Africa ass as far away from our African campus. That's all, brother.
There you go.
I have no problem with your right to determine yourself. I would be a hypocrite if I didn't give you a right to identify as you choose. Even if you are a coon, even if you are a self-hating African and want to run away from the race, I respect your right to run away from the race, if that's what you want to do, brother. But just remember, when we open up the doors on that Pan African institution known as the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey.
This is 2021, y'all. Damn. 2021. What's up, Three Finger Pyro?
Academy, you make sure you keep your eye from Africa as far away from our campus as possible, brother. That's all I ask. I'm going to respect you. You're going to respect me. It's the Prince. I'm in Jackson. I'm feeling good.
See, notice he says I'm feeling good. He's not. That's because he's already looking for a place to lay down at. Did you guys catch that?
To run away from the race, if that's what you want to do, brother. But just remember, when we open up the doors on that Pan African institution known as the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, you make sure you keep your eye from Africa.
5 years ago, and 5 years and 3 months and 3 weeks,
as far away from our campus as possible.
Yeah, but that's what I'm telling you. I can always tell when he could be going through it. What's up, 100% real man? Yeah, shout out to Texas.
Possible, brother. That's all I ask. I'm going to respect you. You're going to respect me. It's the Prince. I'm in Jackson.
See that? You can tell he looks to the left first, but it's almost like desperation. If you guys watch carefully, watch
the
this.
Academy, you make sure you keep your eye from Africa as far away from our campus as possible, brother. That's all I ask. I'm going to respect you. You're going to respect me. It's the Prince. I'm in Jackson.
See, he looks over, and then now he's trying to find a place to lay down at.
And I'm feeling good.
And then he says he's feeling good, but no, that's not the case.
I should lay down on the ground. I feel so good. I want to lay down on the ground, brothers. And
if you feel so good, why would you need to lay down on the ground? No, he's smoked out here. And that happens sometimes. It happens. People, they get on a bad trip or whatever. They get some of that bad stuff.
Sisters, I think I'm going to lay down on the ground one time. I just got to lay down one time. I'm just feeling good. Mother Nature, Orisha O'Neal, I'm just feeling good right now.
This is nuts, y'all. This is February. Grass hadn't turned back green. It's trying to get to the springtime.
I'm just feeling good in Jackson, Mississippi. Black History Month, 2021. 95 years. I'm just feeling good. I'm on Mother Earth right now. I'm just taking.
This reminds me of that time where he was in the gym laying down. I wonder if he was high in too. Now that I think about it. You guys remember that video? He was laying down. This is early on, 2019, I'm going to think. He was laying down in the gym recording himself.
Taking it all in before I get back to cold Pennsylvania. I'm just taking it all in before I get back to cold Pennsylvania. Brothers and sisters, that's all I'm doing.
See, normally what Umar would do is when it gets cold in Pennsylvania or in Wilmington, Delaware, he'll try to get opportunity to speak where in warmer climates because he can't stand the cold, like literally. It's like a physical, there's something going on with him physically where he can't stand it. But most people don't like being in the cold either. But I'm talking about he will run to get out of the cold. Literally, I have a video, I can pull it up and show you. He was in a cemetery in New York, I believe, someplace. And it was cold out there. They shouldn't have been out there in the first place because they was clout chasing. I think it was off of Harriet Tubman, if memory serves me correctly. And Umar, he's freezing from the jump. And he start at a certain point, he just starts running. But the thing is that I have videos of him where he's doing lectures and they have a fan on, and he'll and I have like maybe 3 videos where he'll say, where's that wind coming from? It's cold. And they say, oh, it's this fan. Okay, but turn that off. He don't even like that air for whatever reason. There's something going on with him physically. It's a major issue. So what he tends to do is when it gets into the wintertime on the East Coast, back in the day, he would always try to find, and he would beg people for venues. And he would try to go to Africa. He would try to go to South America. He'd try to go to down south somewhere. That's what he does. That's what he's doing inside of this video. Okay, things are a little bit different now because he's not doing many speaking engagements. I wonder if I have that video in here. I'm going to pull that one up too, just to show you guys what I mean. But I don't have it there. Let me see if I have it in this folder. No, I don't see it. Okay, that's okay. Super sober. No, that's not it either. Yeah, I'll pull that one up too. Okay, anyway, let's get back to the video where he's laying down.
That's all I'm doing, brothers and sisters. I see we got some Africoons in the chat. But we're going to pray for y'all today. We're going to pray for all the sick Negroes in the chat. With all the problems we got, these Negroes have nothing better to do than to hurl insult and degradation at their own people. The greatest invention in the modern world was not the bomb. It was not the light. It was not the automobile or the airplane. It was not the internet or the cell phone. The greatest invention in modern times is the Negro. That's right, brothers and sisters. As I lay on the grounds of Jackson, Mississippi, Mega Ever City, you understand me? Fannie Lou Hamer State, Hiram Revels territory, Emmett Till's resting place, brothers and sisters. As I lay here in Jackson, Mississippi, I must confess to you that the greatest invention of all time is the Negro. I'm going to say it again. The greatest invention of all time is the Negro. I'm going to say it one more time, live from Jackson, Mississippi. The greatest invention of all time is the Negro, a living and breathing human organism who has been psychologically engineered to work against his own best interests without even being paid for it. I'm going to say it again. The greatest invention in modern time is the Negro. That's right, brothers and sisters. That's right, brothers and sisters. A melanated Frankenstein, who has been psychologically.
All right. Anyway, let's go back to the main video. Okay, I'll just give him some examples of him being smoked out and tweaking. But let's go back to the main video from 2 days ago. Here we go. Oh, actually, real quick, let me do this because I'm behind, way behind in the chat room and for the super chat. Just got here, nice comment. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I've had the shirt for over a decade. I just haven't, and I need this is real tight too. I got to get a extra large one. I've been losing some weight too, so I might be able to fit into a large now. My daughter, she said this. She said, "You lost some weight, Dad. Good job." So, oh, thank you. Thanks, Giannis, for the super sticker. And then we have about 1,100 people in the building. If you guys can hit the like button if you're enjoying the show, I would appreciate that. And then there's also a poll question. We already have over 700 votes on it. Did Umar Johnson see a UFO or was he tweaking? 11% said it was a UFO. 89% say he was tweaking. Okay, I'm going with he was tweaking. Okay, make sure you get your vote in. All right. Thanks, Giannis. How's it going, Chastity Lee says, good evening, Cisco Honor. I appreciate that. That costume is everything. Also, I laugh every time you say that dude is smoked out. Well, the thing is, it's for Umar, it's not that he's always smoked out, but when he is, it's apparent to me. And I've never understood this, especially black folk. If it's the black folks that grew up in the streets, they should be able to identify that if you've been around that. And I've already told people I didn't grow up in the streets, I grew up around it. Okay, and then we had issues in the household with substance abuse, and then friends and other family members. So I know what it is when I see it. So it's not that Umar's always smoked out, but there are times where I can tell when Umar did. That's another one. When Umar did the Kobe rant, he was smoked out. Do I need to pull that one up? In fact, now that I think about it, that's the worst one. Yeah, that's the worst one. That's the worst example. It's the best example of being smoked out. But I'm talking about him, what he did in that particular rant is just the worst example, I guess, of what can happen when someone is smoked out and running a mouth. I forgot about that one. Yeah, he was in a really bad shape in that video. Let me see. Because there's two of them. Okay, can you guys now see what I mean? You can even just look at him, you can tell. Yeah, I think this is the follow-up video. Let me see if I can find.
Peace and love, black families. The Prince of Pan Africanism, King Kong. At the end of the day, that was a woman who lost her husband. It's about the black community more than one of these fake wokers. I want to be.
Yeah, he was in real bad shape right here. But you know what? During this time period, he was in bad shape. Let me give you guys another example. This whole time period. Yeah, when he did this interview.
Reading is important.
He was in bad shape.
Important, but information does not do a system of me. And what I've learned in all these years of being in the field of psychology and education.
You'll see him, he'll be scratching like this, and you can tell, you can really see it in his eyes.
I'm more focused on the children than the black consciousness processed in making them the African revolutionaries and freedom fighters that we need.
Appreciate the update too, because a lot of times people say, well, what you doing, and the sad part about it is, well, why you need to know that if you ain't helping, but I appreciate you even sharing that information.
No problem.
How's it going today?
All is
see him messing with his nose. Did y'all catch that?
No problem.
How's it going today?
That's some sad shit. I don't see why people can't see this, but he scratches a lot in here and he's agitated too. He's having withdrawal symptoms in this case. But that's another one. 2020 was really rough for Umar. Again, 2019, it was up because he had acquired these trap banners in Wilmington, Delaware. People got excited and sent him crazy amounts of money. And most of that money went up his nose. Let me show you another video. I don't think I've actually played this for you guys before, but I don't even think I have audio for this. Yeah, I don't have audio for this. And I tried for a long time to try to find an audio version of this. I have not been able to find it. Maybe this is the one. Let me see what happens. Yeah, it won't allow me. But here, let me show you guys this one. This is another example. He was just not in a good space early 2020. You can really see at the beginning. Look at this guy. Yeah, and I could not get the audio for this, and I tried downloading on different ways, and I just could not get it. And I wish, because I'm wondering what he was talking about.
You one day and say,
oh wait, no, here it is. Hold on. This is the audio. Yeah, I did, but I was able to get it. Here we go.
You one day and say like waving
Yeah.
but no.
Yeah, I was able to get it. Yeah, I thought, because I remember I found this one like maybe 3 years ago. Yeah, about 3 years ago, and I was struggling, but it looks like I did get it.
In the Congo, if it was about crushing, I want to be clear. I don't believe.
Give me Zion Church, and it's 410-8.
Yeah, I haven't listened. I'm going to listen to this though. But anyway, he was in bad shape during this time. You can really tell, like right there. Okay, let's get. Oh, let me get caught up in with these super chats real quick, everybody. Let's see. And thanks, Chastity Lee, for the super chat. Queendom says, "Hi, Lenon. How are you? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I have a confession. In 2011, after smoking K2, a UFO. What's K2? I don't even know what that is. K2, a UFO landed, and a Tony Cox-looking alien landed and asked me if I wanted to ride." What in the world? I don't know who Tony Cox is either. Maybe I shouldn't look that up. Let me see. What in the world? Oh, okay. Yeah, this guy, he played in he's still alive. Yeah, he's still alive. He's an actor. He played in I can't remember what it was. It was I think, was it Conan the Barbarian? No, he played in Friday, but he played in something else too. I can't remember. He played in a lot of stuff. Thanks, Queen of Moore, for being a member. Umar is on Planet Nibiru. Yeah, I remember the Nibiru stuff. Anybody remember that stuff? The Age of Ascension in 2012 and all that other stuff. I remember that stuff. Yeah. Thanks, D 1957. Yep. Oh, K2 was taking people. Oh, I don't know. Synthetic weed. Yeah, okay, I know what you mean now. Yeah. Yeah, it's a whole other world these days. Yeah, people, you got to be careful. If you're gonna do any spiced weed, yeah. If you guys people got to be real careful nowadays. Yeah. Yeah, Planet X. Yep. Yep. Okay. And thanks, D 1957. Leonard, you a wobble. What's up, Beast P? All right, we had to give a good show. Miss Honey says, Lenon, go and pour ice cold water on it. Yeah, this was before I showed the video of Umar tweaking when he was pouring water all over his head. There's other examples I can go and find, but I think I've given enough examples. Yeah, so I think part of it is whatever he's doing, at least some of the stuff he's doing, he gets hot. You know, it could be that's one of the reasons why he doesn't, he's outside. Because I want people to understand what these abandoned buildings have become. And I called this back in 2019. I told people that this is going to be Umar's kick it spot. And where I come from, that means that's where everyone goes. It's a kick it house. Everyone go hang out. And I made a joke, and some of you in the chat room, your mama and daddy, that's where you were conceived, at a kick it spot. They may not even known each other all that well, but that's where you was conceived, at the kick it spot. People. So what Umar has turned these abandoned buildings into is his own personal kick it spot and his own personal storage, because he stores a lot of his personal belongings there when he got evicted at the end of 2019. So what I think is that, given the nature of what these buildings represent, and to Umar's followers, it represents hope. It represents the potential of opening up a school and having services for these children. That's not what it represents to Umar. What it represents to Umar is a hub for him to indulge in things, kicking it, hanging out with the people that come through, women that come through, and getting high. I have a video where Umar's outside and he's signaling the plug. And then when the plugs show up, Umar ends the live. I should pull that one up for you guys. So when Umar goes up there, in his mind, oftentimes you can see it though, in his mind, it's an opportunity to get money. He shows the abandoned building behind him. Every once in a while, he'll go through and walk through and he asks for donations. But what he's doing is he's asking his donors to send him money for what, a school? No. So that he can continue to engage in these indulgences that are self-destructive. So that's what these buildings represent to Umar. They're just a gateway to get what he needs, and he puts them in people's face. He shows it like dangling the carrot. I said this way back in 2019. He dangles these things in front of people to get them excited, and the donkey continues to follow the carrot. They send him money, and then he continues to get smoked out. So anyway, I think that may be one of the reasons why he live streams outside a lot, is because whatever he's on gets him hot. Okay, and that's speculation. It's possible. Clearly, that's what was taking place when he was pouring water on his head at 1 a.m. Why are you even up there at 1 a.m.? All right. Thanks, Ms. Henry. Black Mara says, wouldn't it be nice if a bird came by and relieved himself while he was looking up? Yeah. Umar, he probably called it. Let me not do that. You know how he be calling everybody these racial epithets. He probably start calling the bird a racial epithet. All right. Thanks, Black Mario. Keith says, for my people in the chat, look at his shirts in the last videos. Garanimals, that shirt we wore as kids in the 80s. You're right. You're right. The last couple of times Umar's live stream, them shirts look like he got them from Kmart on the Blue Light Special. Y'all remember that? From the 80s. You can put them on layaway. That's what it looked like. You're right. Them shirts have been real suspect lately. You're right. Thanks, Keith. You're absolutely right. Daxter's laughing. Thank you, Daxter. Pierre says Umar just knocked off a legendary smoke session. Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling what he's doing, but clearly he's on it, on something. And that's why he's tweaking. Okay, and I'm sure it gets worse because I haven't watched the whole thing. I've watched up to a certain part. Thanks, Pierre. User Divine says Diller probably cut his coke with Shango powder. all right. Thank you for the super chats. Patrick became a member. Thanks so much. I uploaded 3 new videos for members, and then I'll have another one up, at least one more up for you guys. Probably 2. One on Cheyenne Brian, one on Umar. Okay, thanks, Patrick. Enterprise says he yelling in the street late. It's a neighborhood. Yeah, that's another thing. Who does that? Now, if people didn't know who Umar was, I'm talking about people who watch this video. If you're Umar and you're Umar Johnson follower, you don't watch these videos, okay? If they didn't know who Umar was and they happened to be going through that neighborhood and they saw this guy yelling and screaming into his phone, looking up and doing all like this, talking about he's seeing a UFO, what would they think? They would say he's a crackhead. He's a dope fiend, as we used to say. Okay, well, but because it's Umar, people don't see that, and he gets a pass. Thanks, Enterprise. Afropunk says, Captain, what Star Trek species villain is Umar? Wow, that's a good question. I think he'd be a mix of a couple of things. I think he'll be because he's greedy, so I think he would be part Ferengi. That's a really good question. I gotta think about that. Ferengi for sure. Star Trek species. Yeah, for sure. He would have to be Ferengi for sure. I would probably say, yeah, that's a tough one. I would probably say Ferengi and Kardashian. That's what I would go with. Yeah. Because they're slithery and sneaky, like Garrett. He did. The guy who played him in Deep Space Nine he did a fantastic. One of the best actors in all of Star Trek. Yeah, that's what I would go with. Yeah, I would go with the Ferengi and with yeah, I don't want to throw the Klingons under the bus like that. Because Worf. I got respect. I got respect for Worf. Yeah, I would just go with the Kardashians and the Ferengi. That's all I can think of. Thanks, Afropunk. That's a great question, too. I hadn't thought about that. Okay, Patrick says, there's no one ever with him. That speaks about him. Absolutely. It's a great point. He has no team. That's telling in and of itself. One of the reasons why Umar, he's always by himself is because he doesn't want any. Yeah. Gorm. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, Xenoflux, you're right about that. Yeah. We can put him right there. Yep, absolutely. Somebody said Planet Toombiru. Yeah. Okay. I got blown off. There's no. Yeah. Okay. So when he's up there, it's just him by himself. But part of it is he doesn't want to have transparency. If he's working with professionals, there's going to be transparency, especially when it comes with the money. And that's really what the scam is. It's not even really the school. The school is just the lure to get the money out of people. It's really about getting money out of people and making promises that he doesn't fulfill. So anything where it's necessary, anything that necessitates Umar sharing information about how much money he's raised, how much money he's spent, how much money he needs, he's going to avoid that at all costs. And the best way to do that for Umar is just be a one-man show. On his filings with the IRS for these trap bandos, he lists himself as the only person on the board of directors. Right? So yeah, that speaks volume. He's there by himself, and most of the time he's by himself. Right? Most of the time. Patrick, thank you so much. Jonathan says you should make a video of all his roll calls. But yeah, Jonathan, I wouldn't be able to stand that because I'm annoyed by those roll calls. Anybody else ever annoyed by those roll calls? And when he starts, he said right away, "Oh, here you go." I'm annoyed by those. And then there's times where he'll go I kid you not, 2, 3, 4 minutes of that foolishness. And then if we put them all together, it'd probably be a couple of hours and we would just have to sit there and listen to the whole thing. That'd be crazy. Yeah. Thanks, Jonathan. What's up, Lewis Duck says he looked afraid when he was looking up at the sky. The aliens must have been telling him through mental telepathy. We're not going to operate on you. We're not like other grades. You're going to work. You won't get work. And he said, oh, shit. That's when he got upset. Umar, he goes from he doesn't know what it is, and we haven't gotten to that part, but I know because I skipped through, I'd marched the whole thing. He starts talking about when he was not abducted, but when he was visited by an alien back in the day. And we're going to get into that video too, because it connects to this video right here. But I want people to be clear with what part of Umar's issue is. He's tweaking. Okay, that's clear to me. But the other thing is that what's been in the news a lot lately, dealing with the government releasing certain files. Did anyone think about that? See, Umar, he's interesting because he it's almost as if whatever is in the news that is getting attention, he somehow makes a way to where he can infuse himself into the dialogue about whatever that is. He does that a lot on Art of Dialogue a lot. He's on Big Loon again, so I'm sure he's doing that on there too. But what's taking place with the release of these, I don't know if it's FBI, CIA files, whatever it is, dealing with UFOs or whatever. He's trying to jump on that bandwagon. He's still tweaking though. It could be that because he's tweaking, he's just coming up with this shit because he wants to be relevant so he can connect himself to everything that's taking place with these files being released. But you guys see this connection right here. That's Umar. He's something else. Thanks, Louis. Cole says FDMG. Fenty done made me go out. Okay. Fenty done made me go outside. All right. Okay. Thanks, Gogo. Han says no cocaine or weed does that. He's on heroin. I don't know what Umar is doing, and I would think that at this point it's not just one thing. There's no telling. What I will say is that I'm not going to say most. A lot of the money that people have sent to Umar has gone towards his substance abuse. That's why I've told people that you donors, you're enabling Umar to self-destruct. I told people this many, many years ago. So you think you're doing a good thing? No, you're not. That's why there's still no school. There are still abandoned buildings. Their renovations are complete. He's still got to decorate, and then he has to get to operations. He still has to hire teachers. He ain't got no money to hire teachers. How's the dope thing gonna come up with money to hire teachers, faculty, and staff? How's that gonna happen? Y'all sending money? He got a gambling problem. A lot of the money going towards him paying child support. He don't pay on time. He let it accumulate. He paying bulk. A lot of that money, that's where it's gone. You guys paying this guy's grown ass man child support. He don't take care of his kids. He been homeless since 2019. Got at least 3 baby mamas in Philadelphia alone. And the 4th one tried to put him on child support, but was unsuccessful. This is who y'all supporting, but you're enabling him. Okay, but if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Just understand that what he promised he was going to do, that's not what he's doing. He ain't got no interest in that. He's just trying to get that money so that he can continue with his self-destructive lifestyle. Okay, thanks, Hans. Got us know, it says Umar makes his money through speaking. It's crazy to me that he would fool with this snow. Yo, he could have a stroke and be completely incapacitated. People who get on substances, they're not thinking about that. They're not thinking about any type of ramifications. They're not thinking about their physical ramifications. They're not thinking about how it's going to impact themselves in their personal life, their families, their children, their partners. They're not thinking about any of that. Their job. They're not thinking about that. See, Umar's ambition is to get money so that he can get his next fix, not to open up a school. Because he could have done that easily back in 2017, the beginning of 2017. He could have started the process of building a school from the ground up, and he had the money and the land to do it. Why didn't he do that? Because that wasn't his ambition. He saw it as a money grab, and he just played this out and keep collecting money. He was at $1 million back then. Okay, here we are in 2026, 9 years later, a little bit over 9 years later, and there's still no school. So Umar's now thinking about how this substance issue and his addictions, it's not just that. He got his gambling addiction, he got a food addiction, he got a sex addiction. He's not thinking about how that's going to impact this school project. He's not even concerned with that because it's about survival with him. And what do I need to do? What do I need to say in order to get money out of people so I can get to my next fix? That's all this has come down to. He's not thinking about his health, clearly. No. Thanks, guys, Noel. Kiara says, it's me. I'm the FDMG alien. All right. You flying over FDMG, huh? It don't even make any sense, though. Why would out of all places, why would a UFO go up over FDMG? For what? It makes no sense. Can anyone give me a legitimate reason why, if that was a UFO and there was aliens in there, why would they go and fly over Umar's head? Out of all people, all billions of people on the planet, why would they do that? See, he can't come up with nothing legitimate. All right, thanks, Kiara. Scuba the Duty the 2 says hit the like button like Umar hit the booger sugar. They used to call it back in the day. He on that booger sugar. Okay. All right, thank you, Scuba the Duty. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Our goal is 300 because we're going to do a short show, even though we're already an hour in. And we're already at 400. Let's go for 500. Why not? Next time, make it 500. Okay, thank you for the super chat. I see you got the Saints on there. Oh, that's during the draft. Okay. All right, cool. All right. Okay, I think I'm all cut up with the a clean. No. Now, TJ, I'm not going to say that Umar would be a clean because I have respect for the Klingons, for the ones who are honorable. I'm big on that. That's why I love Worf. One of my favorite characters is Worf. So I don't want to put the Klingons on Umar. I don't want to do that. All right. Thanks, TJ. Rocky Dasaki says Umar out there ready to get pro. Don't do that. Don't do that. You guys ain't got no sense. No sense. Thanks, Rocky Dasaki. Man. All right. TJ says, Lenon, he ain't made $1 million. You ain't raised $1 million? Shout out to Big Loon. Yeah, if Umar brings up FDMG and lies about it on Big Loon's podcast, we'll get into that too. Shout out to Big Loon. We'll get to that this week, this month, sometime this month. Thanks, TJ. NPC says, why does Umar always repeat himself on live? Yeah, okay. So I've explained this. If we go back to early Umar videos, again, there's a gap. It's like 2005, earliest video I've been able to find. And then there's a bit of a gap in between because 2005, he was actually working as a school psychologist. He gives up his career by 2011. But there's a gap in between 2005. I'm looking now, 2005. Okay, nothing in 2006. I'm just saying videos of Umar. 2007, nothing in 2007. Nothing in 2008. 2009, no videos. Yeah, so it usually start 2010. Yeah, so we start to see videos populating around 2010. If we go back to 2005, we started in 2010. We don't see that with Umar. He doesn't repeat himself like that. That's actually a more recent phenomenon with Umar. Now, I'm going to explain what I think has happened with Umar. I think that Umar initially, he used to do that as a manipulative tactic. It's more of like mind control because the repetition is key to any type of what they call brainwashing. I don't like really using that term. I like using mind control. That if you repeat something, including lies, like FDMG is going to open in 2013, it's going to open in 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 20, 27. It's not going to open. But if you repeat these lies over and over again, people will believe it and they get excited. Just like he told the lie that renovations for completing the school was done. He said that this year in February, that was a lie. He also said it this month in June of 2026, and that was a lie. He also said it back in 2023, and that was a lie. But if you repeat lies over and over again, people start to believe it. And so what I think what happened with Umar was that he used it as a manipulative tactic in order to get people to believe in things that weren't true. But then at a certain point, it becomes habitual because he's always lying about shit. And so if he continues to repeat three times, all of at a certain point, he flips into the mode where he just starts repeating things 3 times over and over again for no good reason. I don't even think that he intends to do it. At this point, it's become compulsive. It's become habitual. Whereas before, I think it was more strategic. Okay, that speaks to that further speaks to Umar's mental state. He can't even stop himself. He can't even stop himself from saying Black queens forever, snow bunny never. He can't even stop himself nowadays. Sometimes he says in this no context whatsoever. What's wrong with you? Like JJ from Good Times, Dynamite. That's what that is. He done turned himself. It's a level of minstrelsy, but he doesn't even think about it anymore. But again, like I said, if you go back to early Umar, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, you won't find that. That's a more recent phenomenon with this guy. But he's been doing it for such a long time, and at a certain point, it just becomes a habit, and then he can't even stop himself. But thank you, MPC. UT5 says, Umar better keep it sweaty. Me and my yellow alien goons are getting our alien. All right. Okay, all right. Umar's Jar Jar Binks. Okay. No, that's real talking, lady. But we talking specifically about Star. We were talking about Star Trek. But yeah, we can bring in Jar Jar for Star Wars too. That's fine. That's perfectly fine with me. All right. Shout out to everyone who's in the sci-fi. If you're in the sci-fi, hit the 1. Okay. Okay. Thank you guys for all of the super chats. I appreciate all of the support. You guys are awesome. Okay, let's get back into this video. So I played the video of okay, and then I gave the example of Umar real quick. I'm going to play just a couple of snippets of this. This is Umar smoked out when he was giving a Kobe Bryant rant.
About that commitment.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn this down because it's really loud.
The 5 assessments are: Kobe Bryant's helicopter before it crashed was incorrect because the video that was given to me was not correctly labeled. It was not.
Yeah, see, Umar, yeah, this is a whole nother thing. We ain't got to get this right now.
By itself, John Jackson, Chancellor Williams.
Yeah, he was looking bad right there.
So don't tell me, because if you don't have proof, you cannot entertain a particular narrative or conclusions. Lawyers do it in the courtroom all the time. They create suspicion where there is none. They manufacture evidence where there is none. It's called the art of persuasion. Most of what you call proof is nothing but persuasion. Opinions masquerading as facts. Now, what is Dr. Umar's evidence to support the belief that the greatest NBA basketball player of all time, Kobe Bryant, was murdered? But before I go into that, let me briefly speak on another ridiculous. I'm not Johnny come lately to the game. Personalities on the planet Earth. That man is loved on acceptance and resolution of all these meetings. You know why we go to meetings all the time and we don't get nothing accomplished? You want to know why we go to all these meetings and we never get anything accomplished? You got black people saying, I'm tired of meetings. I don't want no more meetings. We've had enough meetings. Do you know why? That's because most of our meetings, when we come together, don't have a purpose.
Yeah, he
How
was
many
tripping.
times?
See that? That's that post-nasal drip again. It's that post-nasal drip, and it's gotten worse and worse. I remember early 2012. That's when you start seeing it, where he'd be sniffing. It wasn't like this though. And then here we are, 14 years later. Well, this video is actually from what, 2000? I won't say 2020. When did Kobe pass? Rest in peace. Or was it 2021? Yeah, it was 2020. Yeah, this is 2020. The beginning of 2020. Yeah, he was in real bad shape.
Excuse me. How many times you been
See him sniffing?
to a community meeting?
See him playing with his nose? More sniffing?
And nothing got accomplished. You know why nothing got accomplished? Because y'all did not start the meeting out with a purpose.
He was
Don't
tripping.
you let nobody waste your time. I don't care who. Telephone conversation. What's the purpose? Dinner meeting. What's the purpose? Organizational gathering. What's the purpose? You're not wasting my time. What is the purpose? So,
Yeah, this was so bad. Listen to what he said. I don't mean to get sidetracked because we're supposed to do a short show, but this was so bad.
I have 3 possible suspects
Yeah, he hissing
for
and
the
shit.
murder
What's up, Island Girl? What's up,
of my
Francisco?
Philadelphia brother, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. I have 3.
Hey, pessoal. Got the back.
Number 1, and these are in no order.
Sweet Dick, this is ridiculous.
No suspect is of more interest than the other. These are in no particular order. You are listening to the Prince of Pan Africanism somewhere within the ghettos of North Central Philadelphia.
What in the world?
The NBA, as a multinational corporation, is a suspect in Dr. Umar's investigation. The National Basketball Association is a suspect in Dr. Umar's investigation. That's right. The goddamn NBA is a suspect. As soon as I said that, Mama Oya blew my cell phone off the stand. As soon as I named the NBA as a suspect, Mama Oya, and now the winds is coming. Soon when I said the NBA, Orisha Oya blew my phone off the stand. That's not proof that it was the NBA, but that's damn sure some good evidence. That's not proof that it was the NBA, but that's damn sure some good evidence that soon when I mention the NBA, the ancestors blow the cell phone off the stand. I just wanted to point that out. Did y'all see what just happened, brothers and sisters? Did you see what just happened? I've been talking to y'all for how long? How long I've been talking to y'all just now? How long have I been talking to y'all just now? And soon when I mention the NBA as the first suspect in Kobe's death, my cell phone get blown off the stand. That's not proof. It's still debatable, but it's a good piece of evidence. Now,
Damn. He finished it off with a sniff. Yeah, someone said, damn, he looks like he on drugs. He on drugs. He's been on drugs for a long time. Before he first started sniffing, like I said, I had videos in 2012. But it wasn't like this. It's just gotten progressively worse. But right here, this is a time period where Umar, he was in really bad shape. Beginning of 2020, And then the person said, my sister used to look like this. Yeah, no, I get it. I don't want to put your name up there because, you know, anyway, a lot of people, you know, people, they send him money and they think that he's interested in opening. A dope fiend is not going to be interested in opening up a school. That's why he doesn't deal with children. He deals with single mothers mainly. That's his target demographic, not to help them, but to get things out of them, money and cooch. That's what it comes down to. But I can pull up many videos where Umar clearly he's not well because he's on that stuff big time. And Umar, he's there's a certain personality type too where it's an addictive personality. And there are times where I can tell Umar he's been binging. That video right there, he's coming off of a binge. That's why he's looking like that. And there's other examples I can pull up where he's doing the same thing. I can tell. Again, like I said, I've researched this guy, and I can tell when he's in a better state physically. I can tell when he's better mentally, because there's times where he crashes out. I can tell, right? But right there, that's one of the worst videos I've seen of Umar when he smoked out and really he on something real, something bad, something awful, as we used to say. Okay, let's get back to the main video. TJ says, in my Joe Clark voice, Umar, you smoke crack, don't you? I don't want to joke about that now because I feel bad for the guy. But again, he's 51. He's about to be 52. So he can't, you know, if you take millions of dollars from black people and this is what you reduce yourself to, that's on him. Okay, I feel bad for him, but again, the consequences. Real talk. Okay. Fairy side, we gonna go to school on Monday of next month, forever, yeah. Umar, he mimics a lot of his ideas about being a principal after Joe Clark. I have a video where he talks about that movie a little bit at least, but that's because anyway, we get blown off even further. Okay, thanks, TJ. Was that TJ? Yeah, TJ. How's it going, guys? Princess, he said he's high off of something, and he's a struggle streamer, Leno. Yeah, he calls everybody else a struggle streamer, but I'm not gonna get online high. I'm not gonna do that. I don't get high anyway, but I wouldn't do that. That's crazy. That sounds crazy. I wouldn't get high in the first place, but I wouldn't get online high. But that's the thing, when you get to that level of addiction, you know, I have a video where Umar's talking about back-to-back Memphis, and then he just zones out. You guys remember that one? That's another example. He just zones out. It's gotten so bad that he doesn't even realize it. Sometimes he goes live, and you know, if you high, sometimes you make bad decisions. Well, that's a bad decision. No, you shouldn't go live high if you can help it. You know, just let me stop. I'm gonna pull that one up later too. But yeah, he calls everybody else a struggle streamer. But if you live streaming and you high, you a struggle streamer. And you begging for money too, you a struggle streamer. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can play that one. I forgot about that one. Yeah. Okay, thanks, guys, little princess. Your kids will see this. Says, hey, Leonard, remember the video when he had a bald face and he was talking and just stopped and stared off for a few moments? Y'all were just talking about that video. Was he bald on that one? You might be talking about another one. I think that's the one I was talking about, though. Yeah, I think that's a different one. I'll go pull it up and we'll see. But I know at least I remember the one where he does that. We're talking about back-to-back Memphis. That may be the one that you're talking about. Your kids will see this. Yeah. I'm gonna pull that one up though for sure. But if there's another one, I don't remember the other one. Thank you. Your kids will see for being a member for 28 months. Again, I uploaded 3 new videos for members last week. I'm still working on that 7 documentary. I'm just bogged down. I've been bogged down on it for a couple of months. TJ says, rest in peace, Rick James, cocaine. Yeah, rest in peace, Rick James, cocaine's a hell of a job. Yeah. And again, I don't know what Umar is. I don't know. I have no idea what he's on. I used to think there was something in particular, but I don't know, because I think he's on different things. What I think too is I don't think it's just street drugs. I think that there's prescription stuff that he messes with. That's what I think. And I think it's a combination. It's not good at all. And it's gotten worse and worse and worse over the years. Thanks, TJ. Gaza Prince says he didn't take no shower either. Yeah, this is from the video we were watching earlier where he's outside looking up. You can tell. And you can tell in the Kobe Bryant rant video that he's unkept. That's the one thing. And you can look for that with Umar. When he gets in really bad states, you can tell he doesn't shave, and when he really gets bad, he stops dyeing his beard. His eyes start looking all crazy. You know, his hair gets disheveled. You know, he's talking and ranting and raging, and he don't take showers and nothing like that. So yeah, you can tell if people, you got to look for it though. Otherwise, you'll see different videos from different time periods, and you won't have a timeline to be able to check. But if you check in terms of the timeline, I can always tell what time periods, and I can go through videos just looking at the thumbnail and say, okay, at this time, Umar, he's doing better. At this time, he's not doing as great. At this time, he smoked out. Okay. Okay, thanks, guys, little princess. T says he trying to bring Angel. No. Okay, let's not do that. Golly. All right, thanks, CJ. And some woman thought it was okay to lay down with this creature. Okay, we're gonna leave that alone because at this point, I can't give any. In 2026, there are no excuses for any woman that decides to lay down with Umar and then want to come back later talking about they're a victim of something. No, there's plenty of information, including information from 2025 that y'all just need to look into the archive and go see it for yourself. It's all out there, but you can just go back to type in Umar Johnson, conscious stripper, Kim Ringgold, and that's all anyone would need to see if you got some sense. If you ain't got no sense and you want to lay down, that's on you. Yeah, that's on you. Thanks, CJ. Contraband says, today is the worst I've seen Umar. This can only end badly if he keeps it up. This is sad. Yeah, I wouldn't say that this is the worst from the video where Umar, well, you're probably saying in sequence and all everything that I'm showing. The video where he's talking about the UFO, I don't think this is the worst that I've seen Umar. I think that the Kobe Bryant rant is the worst. Just off the top of my head, I think that was the worst. In terms of Umar being smoked out, I think that the worst video in terms of Umar, all things considered, was the SETI rant. But if you put all of these together, and there's other videos, someone already forgot which ones I was going to try to see if I could find. But if you put all these together, the one where he the back-to-back Memphis, I'm gonna find it. If you put these together, and if I put together a compilation and people watch it straight through, yeah, it is sad. How do you have 6 degrees allegedly? He has 5, but he says 6. How do you have 6 degrees? And black people have given you millions of dollars, and this is where you're at. And you're still living off of your mama at 51. You ain't married not one black woman. You ain't married not one woman, period. You got children out here you don't even take care of. You a deadbeat, don't even have your own vehicle. You use donation money for FDMG to rent vehicles. How does that happen? It's sad. It's a cautionary tale too. Yeah. Thanks, Dr. Ben. U225 says, I'd pay Umar Johnson to go on a helicopter ride. All right. Thank you, Javai. What's up, Swaganito? Lenon, do you remember the time Umar stared into space and said, oh, the trash man? Yeah. That's another one. I don't remember what video that was. I'll run back into it at a certain point. But he was up there at these trap bandos. I want to say that was probably in 2021, I think. It could be 2020. I'm just guessing because that was, but Umar, he was out there and he was smoked out. It's sad. I gotta change this battery out. He was smoked out. And what happens sometimes with people who are on some stuff is like normal stuff that people wouldn't even react to. They react to it as if it's like it's huge, it's a big thing. And there was a trash truck. And Umar looks over, he's talking, he's running his mouth, and he looks over, he goes, oh man. It's the trash man. Okay, and to a normal person who ain't smoked out, they're not tripping off of that, but he was tripping. Okay, I wish I could find. That's another example. That's a great example in point of fact. Yeah, I remember. Thanks, Ragonito. It's a fake. He's a fake. All right. Okay. Scooby Doobity says repeating things 3 times is a form of driving a point home in cognitive psychology or old Greek rhetoric. Used a lot in Philadelphia, where the conscious community gathered for lectures. Umar was around. Yeah, he's been around that for a long time. It's just that at this point, it was rhetorical for Umar. Yeah, and I get that. But at this point, it's compulsive. He can't stop himself. Like I've heard him repeat things, and it's like things that there's no need to repeat. You know, I'm at the school right now, family. I'm at the school right now, family. I'm at the school right now. Okay, what's going on here? I have times where he's repeated things 4, 5, 6 times. I kid you not. I have it in my notes. I said, what in the world? This guy. Anyway, Yeah, there was a time where, yeah, I think Umar used it rhetorically for, and I consider him to be a master manipulator. So I say rhetorically within the context of manipulating people, repeating things for the purposes of persuasion, right? So that's what I look at. He's done that, and it's not uncommon. But for Umar, what has happened is he's done that so much that it's become habitual. He can't even stop himself at this point, and he repeats things that he doesn't even need to repeat. Like there's no rhetorical value to it, or he just does it because he does it. Okay. Thank you, Scooby Doobity. I'll decide. That's all I can come up with. Peace Within says, Leonard, I like your clothes today. You're dressed like an officer from Star Trek Next Generation. Go Captain Picard. Yeah. I had to pull it out the what you call it. It's tight too. I've had it for a long time. Even this is tight. Okay. I need an extra large. I'm gonna look for it. I'm gonna get an extra large one. Actually, I could probably get into a large. I've lost a little bit of weight. I still need to get down like maybe 8 more pounds. That's what my doctor told me. But thank you. I appreciate that. And then I got the glasses. I ordered them off of Amazon yesterday. Being petty. All right, thanks, Peace Within, for the super chat. Also, thanks, Scooby Doobity, Swagonito, User everybody else. Let's get back to the main video because we're supposed to have a short show. We have almost 1,300 people here. We already have 500 likes, so the goal was 300. So thank you guys so much for that. Real quick update on the poll question: Did Umar Johnson see a UFO, or was he tweaking? 13% said it was a UFO. 87% say that he was tweaking. Make sure you get your vote in on the poll. Okay. I want to show you guys one other video. I gotta go find this other video. Let me just play a little bit. Yeah. So he wasn't doing well here. This was the rant video where I think this is the follow-up video. I think because there were I think he did 2. He may have done 3 videos, but that's the Kobe Bryant rant. I want to show this one too.
Let me show y'all some of the work we got to do. I'm gonna show y'all some of the work we got to do. So,
okay, this is from 2021. March, and let me play a little bit of this while I go find this other video. I'll be right back.
Y'all see this? This is the HVAC. This is the HVAC unit to the gym. This is the gym HVAC for the Nat Turner gym. We switching this out. I ain't gonna hold you. I was up there maybe twice, but I ain't the one for the height. And when I get up, yo, it looks so much higher when you up there. Down here is like that ain't never. When I get up there, I'm like, whoa. Yeah. You start thinking about kind of jump on. And I'm kind of clumsy, so I can't afford it. I got you. I've been up and down these ones for a while. Okay. So I know you've been higher than this, so. Yeah, oh yeah. I've been working in a couple of refineries for a couple of years too. Okay. Old tanks. I got you. Wow. Woo! You mean like Southwest Philly, the big joints, the gas and oil. Yeah. Woo! Yeah, and they way bigger from the high. You went all the way up there? On the top. Woo! I had to walk up the steps. No, sir. No, sir. I work hard. No, sir. No, sir. I thought it's somebody else. I'm out. Woo! Myself. I got you. Man, you also.
Yeah, you guys hear me? Yeah, he was tripping in that video. But I want to show this the video. I think this is the video that he was tripping. He zoned out in this one. Was this the video? Somebody let me know in the chat room.
Peace.
This is from 2019, August 12th of 2019. And again, towards the end of 2019, he started really deteriorating. So that by the time we get to 2020, he was really tripping. No, that ain't it. It's this one right here. Yeah, from 6 days earlier. Let me go pull that one.
In love right now, just doing some city taxes. The county. Peace and love, black family. Dr. Umar Johnson, live and direct. Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. Just picked up the tax bill. We owe $20,000 on the Honorable Marcus Garvey building. We owe $40,000 in taxes.
Yeah, that was all wasted money. The reason why he had to pay, your donors had to pay those taxes because he didn't have tax exempt status for 2019 and 2020. Ultimately, he had to pay out. You donors had to pay out. I think it was $160,000, something to that effect. Wasted money
on the Honorable Frederick Douglass building, and that's the city taxes. The county tax bill is coming soon. That's going to be more expensive. So please make sure you make your donations, because as well as we push and fight to renovate, restore, rejuvenate, and resurrect the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, we have to pay the bills. So please make sure you keep your donations coming in. We remain optimistic. We will win. We will be victorious. Mail in check or money order payable to the FDMG Academy, P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware. P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware, 19809.
By the way, Identity Withheld emailed me, and it looks like Q Butter, he got accreditation. So congratulations to him on that. That's a huge accomplishment right there. I've donated to him several times, and I'll be making another donation. I'll do it next month because I got to put it in my budget. Put it in our budget, my wife and I. But I'll make another donation to him. So congratulations to Q Butter. If you happen to see this video, keep striving. You know, it's a huge difference between what you're doing and what Umar is not doing. And Umar's raised millions of dollars, and you've raised far less than that. And yet you have a functional school, and now it's accredited. And Umar hasn't taught one black child. He's raised millions of dollars, and not one black child has been educated. So salute to Q Butter on this, and I'll be making another donation next month. Okay. Yeah, that's absolutely fantastic. And thanks, Identity Withheld, for letting me know. And Identity Withheld, he's been around for a very long time, like the early days. So shout out to him too. Yep. Yeah, shout out to Q Butter. Yeah, and meanwhile, look at Umar. Okay. Anyway, let me go to the video I want to show you guys. Here we go. So yeah, this is bad. This one right here is bad too. Someone brought it up earlier. I'll let it play.
Peace and love. International Ifa Tunde. King Kong Consciousness. We live and direct. Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey. You know how we do. Getting ready for that Nat Turner. Getting ready for that Nat Turner. We at the FDMG right now. Just chilling. We at the Fred Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. We at the Fred Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy right now. You feel me? Just had to meet with a brother. He gonna cut the grass for me. Keep the trash off the ground. You know what I mean? He gonna do that. So we got a little contract going. Keep the money in the hood. You know what I mean? Keeping the money in the hood. Make sure y'all keep them donations going. We need them donations. Cash.me/$ FDMG School. Cash.me/$
You know, he high. See, whatever he on here, it's a downer type of situation. But watch what happens. I think this is the video. If it's not this one, it's the other one. Back in the day, he used to spend a lot of time doing videos like on this rock and using that as a prop too. But he stopped doing that because we used to clown him for it.
FDMG School. Cash.me/$ FDMG School. Get them donations in, or P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware, 19809. P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware, 19809. FDMG, we need the donations, brothers and sisters. Trying to get the campus cleaned up, fixed up. We need.
Look at him.
Those donations. So get at me, please. We need them donations. So I need you to get at me. All right? That's what we're working on. That's what we're working on.
Yeah, you can look
It's
for that.
donation time. It's all about the FDMG donations. Cash.me/$
See him tripping?
on FDMG School. Cash.me/$ FDMG School, or P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware, 19809. Black from Africa, black from the ancestors.
I have so many examples of this. This was a bad one, though.
Back at FDMG. Get your tickets, natturnerlibrary.com. Get your tickets, natturnerlibrary.com. natturnerlibrary.com. Wednesday, August 21st, we're going to do the 400-year libation. Peace and love, black man. All right. We're going to do the 400-year libations for the 400 years of the black struggle in this country, 1619 to 2019. Breakfast Club, I'm waiting on Charlemagne to give me the date. Breakfast Club, I'm waiting for Charlemagne to give me the date. Breakfast Club, I'm waiting for Charlemagne to give me the date. I had to shave off the beard. That was a sacrifice for the ancestors. I had to give up the beard. Okay, so that's what we're doing. King Kong Consciousness. Shockumentary, we about to finish filming for the shockumentary. Get those shockumentary donations in.
It still don't exist to this day. That shockumentary was supposed to premiere in 2012. 2012. And it still hasn't premiered. We're in 2026. This video right here is 2019.
Cash.me/$ Dr. Umar Johnson. Shockumentary donations. Cash.
Yeah, I think this is the one right here, Carter. And if it's not, it's the other one. It's one of these two. It's from the same week. He was tripping it that whole week. Someone said earlier he was. What's up, Carter? Thanks for being a member for 62 months. And I uploaded 3 videos for members last week. I'm planning on uploading at least 2 more for you guys this week, and I may do one of those live streams. One of them as a live stream, just depending on my time works out. Thank you again. Black Wolf says, "Look here. I was a street pharmacist for a few years." Don't tell the business now. You tell too much. You're doing too much. Don't do that. I don't even want to read this now. Okay, I'll just read it. Why not? So look here. I was a street pharmacist for a few years. And Umar is what is called candy flipping. I ain't heard of that one. Doing an upper and then a downer because back to back. He snort them, then blaze. Yeah, I listen. I don't know all the terminology. Candy flipping. All right. Has anyone ever heard that? Hit the 1. I ain't never heard that one. Candy flipping. Okay. Anyway, yeah, you would know. Shouldn't be laughing. We all have a past. We do better. That's all it comes, right? We just all want to do better. Thanks, Black Wolf. Why you tell all the business though? Okay, thanks. Just telling all the business. Okay. See, it says tonight's game. Take a drink every time Lenon says, "Look at you." Well, you know, because we were looking at Umar when he's tweaking, so that's why I say look at him a lot this live stream. I didn't mean to. I don't say that a lot, but this time, yeah. Okay, thanks, CJ. Pesal sent to the super sticker. Thank you so much. Okay. All right, let's keep going. I think this is the video. Let's
Me/$ Dr. Umar Johnson.
No, I don't think this is
we at the FDMG, walking down. Heaven on earth. You know how we doing it. Wilmington, Delaware.
Trash all in the grass. Anyway, I don't think this is the video. It's the other one. Okay, let's go back to the other one. Yeah, this is it right here.
Them Sharpies. Where 19809. Get those donations in, family.
I think this is it. Man, I gotta find it.
Also, you can Cash App your donation. Cash App. Cash.me/$ FDMG School. Cash.me/$ FDMG School. All right? So that's what we're trying to do right now. Just doing some walkthroughs of the campus. You know, chilling. Go ahead and tap in. Who want to tap in real quick?
And I thought this was the video.
Anybody want to tap in right now? I'm at the campus just doing some walkthroughs with the contractors, trying to get some work done before it get too cold outside. The address is FDMG Academy, P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware 19809. FDMG Academy, P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware 19809. This is the school. 4 buildings. We got 4 buildings. 2 schools, 4 buildings. All right. So we trying to make it happen. All right. So make sure y'all get them donations in. It's all about them donations.
Yeah, I think this is it because he sits down. Yeah, he trips. He be tripping on this one.
This is Dr. Umar right here. What's going on, brother? You know what we doing right now? Me and the elders, we walking through to see what type of work we need. But licensed electrician, plumber, HVAC, and roof. Y'all know anybody who could do that? Take my number. Put my number in your phone. Because we trying to get the building done before it get too cold outside. Let me know when you're ready. 215-989.
Yeah, I don't think that. No, this is it.
Sounds, you know, too much litter on the campus grounds. I'm not feeling that. Please put the trash in the trash can, not on the street. I done picked up, somebody shitted. I don't know if that was human shit or dog shit, but somebody shitted on my school steps. I don't know why you would shit on my steps or let your dog shit on my steps. So please, 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 no more shitting on my steps, all right?
We had a song for this. Somebody shitting on my steps. Was it you?
I done found condoms, alcohol bottles all over the place. This is not the drink spot. We about to cause an international, global, Pan-African revolution from this.
Yes, it is. It's a kicker spot. He goes, there's a liquor store around the corner. He gets gin from over there.
Campus. Mark my words, this campus will go down in history. I promise you. I promise you. The greatest leaders of the African race have yet to be born and made. They will come from this school. I promise you that. If you need to get at me, 215-989-9858. Jacksonville, Florida, August the 30th. Orlando, Florida, August the 31st. Jacksonville, Florida, August the 30th. Orlando, Florida, August the 31st. DrUmarJohnson.com. Make sure you get your unapologetically African clothing at DrUmarJohnson.com. All right? Donations for the shockumentary and general donations for Dr. Umar. Send your donations to me. Cash.
General donations, that's personal donations. That just goes to show you, because Umar stated more recently over the last year or so that he's never collected donations for himself. Okay, that's a lie.
Cash.me/$Dr. Umar Johnson, or you can PayPal your donations to me by using the email Umar the Psychologist, Yahoo for PayPal donations. Cash App is $.
Okay, here it go. It's coming up. We got 1,300 people in the building. Make sure you hit that like button on the show.
On Dr. Umar Johnson, but that's not for the school. That is for donations for me and the shockumentary, so I can do my work.
See that? He said me and the shockumentary. Okay.
School donations is $FDMG School. $FDMG School. Mail in FDMG Academy, P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware 19809. Nashville, Tennessee, Saturday, September 7th. Nashville, Tennessee, Saturday, September 7th. Memphis, Tennessee, October 5th. Memphis, Tennessee, October 5th. So we got back-to-back Memphis. Back-to-back Memphis.
Damn. He's about to nod out. Y'all see that? He's about to nod out. He forgot he was live streaming. Let me play it once again. People think they're donating to us for the school to be open. You guys out your damn mind.
September 7th. Memphis, Tennessee, October 5th. Memphis, Tennessee, October 5th. So we got back-to-back Memphis. Back-to-back Memphis.
Man, that's crazy. And he claims he's a school psychologist. No. He's a school principal. No. He's a school child psychotherapist and a family therapist. No. Umar over here telling on himself. Yeah, he does. He self snitches a lot. Again, I want to find the video where Umar, he signals the plug. I'm gonna find out that before we get up out of here. I just can't remember. I'm gonna find it because I know what it looks like. Because he had on a crazy looking shirt. It's like a yellow Big Bird looking shirt. Anyway, I'll find that one. I can't remember what year it was, but I'll find it. But there's so many other examples that I can think of. And he'd be self-snitching. Thanks, TJ. T says he's trying to zap as many simple people as possible. Yeah, well, that's been his goal. Again, Umar hasn't worked consistently since 2010. Okay, I give him grace. I say 2011, but it's 2010. So for the past 16 years, he's lived off of black people and lived off his mama too. So yeah, he tries to get black people who aren't thinking critically about the situation or who are in denial. All the information is out there. Again, I'm not here to spin a narrative about Umar or to say that he said something that he didn't say or did something that he didn't do. Umar, he has substance abuse issues. It's not uncommon, but just understand that when you send him money, a lot of the money, I'm not even gonna say most, a lot of the money, that's what it's gone towards. Because clearly by now he would have opened up a school. He would have educated one black child by now. Okay. All right. Thank you, T. Brooklyn. Black Wolf also says, quick question, vet, Lenon, your boy been legal. That's my youngin's years, bro. Oh, yeah, I got you. They missed they shot to snatch me up. When my firstborn came, that changed me. Amen on that. Well, awesome. You know, we know childhood when we was young. Okay, but everybody done did some great shit, you know, all of us. But thank goodness that's back in the day. That's in your past, and you never got hemmed up, and you moving forward, and now you taking care of that family. That's respect, okay? Respect to Wolf and respect to Black Wolf. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, and then staff says Umar went from King Kong to Chub Rock. Damn. Except he don't treat them right. He just scams him like a bad manager from Motown. Umar's a bad manager from Motown, just scamming. Okay, thanks, staff. Shout out to Motown as well. Okay, we're all caught up in the cookie question chat. Thank you guys for all of the super chats. Real quick, we have 1,145 votes. The poll question: did Umar Johnson see a UFO or was he tweaking? 13% said it was UFO. 87% said he was tweaking. Make sure you get your vote in. We're already at 567 likes. Let's go for 600 for this live stream. Thanks again, Staff Music, for the super chat. Everyone else too, thank you for all the support. I appreciate it. Okay, let's get back to, do you guys want me to play this video? This is a video where it's more speculative, but it should be considered simply because of some of the language that was being spoken about and how Umar responded to this person with what he said. Okay. So I'm going to leave this one up in the air. I'll play this and you can come draw your own conclusion. Okay, this is from 2021.
Black power, peace and black power. Peace and black power, peace and black power. It's the Prince of Pan Africanism, King Kong.
Oh, I forgot about that. Remember, because he was trying to turn these small rooms in the gym to make them more comfortable, because he was going to live in there. So he installed on the side. This was crazy. I forgot about this. This small little wall. What do they call this? A wall-mounted air conditioning unit. But that's not gonna do anything because this is a small gym. And if it gets too cold, that's not going to have any impact. No significant impact. He tried to get flooring put in here. He painted.
A Pan Africanism, King Kong consciousness, intercontinental Ifa Tunde. This is my temporary.
Yes. Oh, I forgot about this.
Office right here, brothers and
He tried to call it a temporary office. He never used it as an office.
sisters. This is my temporary office, and I need to know how we're going to decorate my temporary office. The carpet is done. The carpet is done. The walls are painted. This is going to be my temporary office. I need to know how we're going to decorate the.
I forgot about this.
Temporary office. Talk.
So he was talking about decorations back in 2021.
To me, family. This is Dr. Umar's temporary office inside of the Jean-Jacques Dessalines.
He gonna hang all his dashikis up
That Turner Gymnasium, and we got to decide how we're going to decorate the temporary office. That's what I'm asking right now. I got to get a desk. What kind of desk? I need a chair. What kind of chair?
Okay, he never got a desk. He never got any chairs. He actually turned this into storage too. It's piled up to like halfway up the room. There's trash and all kind of shit in here.
Do I need a fish tank, a snake tank?
A fish tank and a snake tank. Does this sound like somebody opened up a school or his own little personal clubhouse?
Tank, a water machine. I know I want nothing but African.
A water machine? What in the world?
Mask on the wall. If you have an African mask that you want to donate to Dr. Umar's temporary office inside of the Dessalines Turner Gymnasium,
why don't you go buy one yourself?
Please text me a picture of the mask and I'll let you know if I want it. I don't want no paintings.
Listen, the beggars can't be choosers.
I don't want no paintings. I have enough paintings of my own. I don't want no paintings for my temporary office. I don't want no paintings for my temporary office. I want African artwork. I want African artwork. If you have a mask, an African sculpture, an African statue that you would like to donate to Dr. Umar's temporary office inside of the Dessalines Turner Gymnasium, take a picture of the African artwork, text it to my phone, 215-989-9858, 215-989-9858, 215-989-9858. I don't want no paintings, no paintings. I want sculpture, African sculpture. I want mass. I want to put nothing but mass on the wall. I'm going to Lehigh University and I found.
He says sculpture. You mean sculptures? Sculpture.
We're going to go ahead and buy me the wall mount for my doctorate degree.
See him sniffing?
I'm going to go to Lehigh and I'm going to buy me the wall mount for my doctorate degree. I'm going to go to Millersville University.
You don't have to do that. You can order stuff off of Amazon, you goofy.
And buy me the wall mount for my 3 degrees from Millersville. And I'm going to go to the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine and buy me a wall mount for my 2 degrees from PCOM. 3 degrees from Millersville, 2 degrees from PCOM, 1 degree from Lehigh. So I'm going to buy me the wall mount so I can go ahead and take care of that, brothers and sisters. So if you have some African artwork, African sculpture that you want to donate to the Dr. Umar temporary office inside of the Jean-Jacques Dessalines Nat Turner Gymnasium, this is it, brothers and sisters.
By the way, the reason why he did this video, because we were clowning him about not having an office in 2021. And he did this video. Anyone remember that? Hit the one.
I need a couch. What type of couch should I get? I need a nice soft couch, a nice desk. Ladies, there will be cameras in here.
Here he go.
Do you understand, overstand, understand? You will not me too, the prince. Ladies, there will be hidden cameras in my office.
Yeah, he was checking his bald spot on his head. He did. I saw that earlier.
There will be no Me Too charges against King Kong consciousness. That's right, ladies. That's right, ladies. That's right, ladies. I'm going to have hidden cameras in here. My man going to put hidden cameras in here. So soon you try to say Dr. Umar sexually harassed me, I'm going to pull out the video and I'm going to put it on social network for the world to see. So you can go ahead and come in here and try to Me Too me if you want. I'm already ready for that. I'm already ready for that. I'm already ready for that, ladies. You will not Me Too me. Cameras will be in my office. Okay? So what type of couch do I need? What type of couch? Do somebody have a couch? Do I need to buy a couch? If you got a nice couch, text me a picture of the couch. If you got a nice desk and a nice chair, text me a picture of the nice desk and the nice chair, brothers and sisters. Go ahead and send that to me. Go ahead and send that to me, brothers and sisters. Go ahead and send that to me. We can make it pop. We can make it pop. We can make it pop. Temporary office. If you have some African artwork, if you
all right. Anyway, he keeps running his mouth. I want to get to this one part. Let me just skip through. I think it's right when he comes out, though, actually. So let's see. Here we go.
$ FDMG School. Hit the Cash App. $ FDMG School. Hit the PayPal. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit the PayPal. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. Kwanzaa, 7 days of Kwanzaa. We got 12 weeks to get the small school and small gym ready for Kwanzaa, brothers and sisters. Hit the Cash App, $ FDMG School. Hit the PayPal, PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit the Cash App. Hit the PayPal, brothers and sisters. Let's get it done. Let's make it happen. Let's make history. Your school, my school, our school. Let's do it. Let's do it, brothers and sisters. Hit your Cash App, $ FDMG School. Hit your Cash App, $ FDMG School. Hit your PayPal, PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit the PayPal, PayPal.me/FD. Peace and Black Power. Oh, man, where you been? All right. We got a rap too. I'm gonna hit you up. I got to rap to you about something. Okay. I'm gonna need you. All right. Yeah. But I'm gonna hit you. Okay. All right, I got you, Bubba.
I need you. Anyone hear what the guy said he had for Umar? I'll play it again.
It's King Kongalicious back. $ FDMG school. Hit your PayPal. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit the PayPal. PayPal.me/FD. Peace and Black Power. Oh man, where you been? All right.
Yeah, he said he got a key for him. Now it could be he's talking about a key to, I don't know, his house, his mama house. But based on everything else I know about Umar, and then listen how Umar responds too. Listen.
We got a rap too. I'm gonna hit you up. I got to rap to you about something. Okay. I'm gonna need you. All right.
I'm gonna need you. All right. There's something else to think about on that. Okay, this is the video right here. Then we get back to the main video. Okay, this video right here, and we got about 1,350 people in here. Thank everyone for tuning in. This is a video where Umar, he signals the plug. And I didn't notice it, but someone mentioned it years ago. And then I went back and looked at it, and they're right. So let me show you all this one. I think it's this one.
Yeah, I had a young...
We outwork shot camp and get back up to Philly. I think that's what we... If you want to... Black boy in this...
Okay, it's the other one.
You saw me drinking at a black party 2 weeks ago. Where was I at 2 weeks ago?
There we go. Somebody said they saw him drinking.
Oh man, you need a sew-in afro?
Yeah, this is the video right here.
Peace and Black Power, peace and Black Power, peace and Black Power. This...
Yeah, and I think that's a flashlight in his hand because I don't think they had electricity turned on yet. This is 2020, September of 2020, I think.
The Prince of Pan Africanism, International Ifa Tunde Inter...
Yeah, let me skip through and see if we can find that part. Yeah, I think it's around here.
So when you talk about preaching, you ain't... I got 2 institutions and I got 2 organizations. So I don't know who preaching because it ain't me. I do the damn work. I do the damn work. I do the damn work. I got 2 institutions and 2 organizations. I'm 2 plus 2. So you can't be talking to me. That don't include the lectures. That don't include all the people I done brought to consciousness. That don't include all the black men I've motivated to leave their white girls. That don't include all the black women who done went natural. That don't include all the kids I done saved from prison, saved from special ed, saved from ADHD, saved from misdiagnosis, saved from medication. That's not all the husband and wives I kept from breaking up. Oh, please, you don't want to see my work resume. So when you talk about preaching, you ain't talking to me. You ain't talking to me. I might be the #1 teacher, but I'm also the #1 builder. Understands me. Understands me. My resume is solid. Nobody you know got a resume like me. Nobody you know walking the planet alive got my resume in this century. They might have a resume from last century, Black Power. But from 2000 to 2020, these 20 years, this first quarter of the 21st century, my name is #1.
See him rubbing on his nose? Did y'all see that?
You call it arrogance, I call it the truth. My name is #1. You call it arrogance, I call it the truth.
Damn. Look at him. Slobbering and shit.
Talking about what he do with the money, where the school at. Negro, please. What he do with the money, where the...
Umar always gets real mad when people ask about the money because he's a scammer. Look at it.
School at. Negro, please. I didn't took y'all inside the school a dozen times. Go on YouTube and find the old videos. I'm chilling right now.
Here you go.
I'm chilling right now. All right now.
Okay, he just acknowledged. Watch this. See, he doesn't want to do what he does next, but he can't help himself. He's conflicted. That's why he starts blinking and shit. He starts looking up, then he looks down. He can't help it. Look. And here it is. He's signaling the plug. Then see, the plug acknowledges him, then he acknowledges the plug. Let me play that sequence again.
And took y'all inside the school a dozen times. Go on YouTube and find the old videos. I'm chilling right now. I'm chilling right now. All right now.
See, he doesn't want to do what he does next, but he's fiending. He's conflicted. He's live streaming. What does he do? He can't stop himself. Look. He's thinking about it. Damn. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I can also pull up the video where he's doing a video, he's doing his tour, and he sees this little white rock on the side. It's on some steps, and he stops, and he can't help himself. He goes and starts fidgeting with it to see what it is. Watch how this video ends.
Where the money at? Cooning ass black folks. Cooning.
Okay, he starts to have physiological responses too. You see him, I don't know what you call that, but he starts the licking of the lips or whatever. I don't know, shit.
We have too much self-hate in the black community. Cooning ass black folks.
Man, that's crazy. Now watch
Look, where the money at? Cooning ass black folks.
See that?
Cooning ass black folks. We have too much self-hate. We have too much self-hate in the black community. The reason we can't build anything is because we're too busy trying to tear everybody down who's trying to build. And why do we tear them down? Jealousy. Jealousy.
All right, Cheyenne Bryant.
It's all. It ain't nothing but jealousy. Y'all jealous of people who have the love and trust of the people, and y'all want to destroy them. Okay? I can't speak for nobody else, but I can speak for me. I can't speak for nobody else, but I can speak for me. I know my intentions are sincere. My work speaks for itself. I thank God for getting Black Parent Advocate done, because that book took me 3 years. Now I got to get back to my For Sisters Only book, The Rules for Romance.
Yeah, he was collecting donations for that too. That book still does not exist. He's a scammer.
Ladies, I'm coming to y'all next. I got to finish the 2nd edition of Psychoacademic Holocaust. I got to finish the 2nd edition of Psychoacademic Holocaust. But then I'm going to get to For Sisters Only. I already started it, but I didn't finish it. Is the ladies, y'all ready for the For Sisters Only book, ladies? Y'all ready for the 500-page For Sisters Only book, Relationships and Dating? Killer Mike is my brother. I ain't got nothing but love for Killer Mike. We might disagree on some things politically, but that's my brother. Ain't no issue there. David Banner, that's my brother. Ain't no issue there. Claude Anderson, ain't no issue there. Okay. Somebody said, I can't keep a woman. I can't keep a woman, bruh. You must not know who I am. You must not know who I am. But I don't just want a woman. I want a wife, bruh. I'm working on wifeys. I'm done with the girlfriends. I'm too old for girlfriends. I'm too old for girlfriends. I need a queen. I need the wife.
Yeah, 6 years later, he still ain't married not one woman.
Times 2. Times 2.
He ain't got his own place. He ain't got his own vehicle. Talk about he want 2. Why cut it out?
I want the ancestors to bring me 2 women at the same time. They're going to walk up on me together. 2 queens.
Again, this is delusional thinking. This guy, he's nuts.
Queens. Intelligent, conscious, committed, focused, with
he said
a history of doing work for the people. They're going to walk up to me together. Nappy afros, curvaceous bodies. One going to be butter pecan. The other might be chocolate. One might be
There you go.
African lemonade. The other one might be sweet brown sugar. One might be butterscotch, and the other one might be hot peanut butter. They're gonna walk up on me, two queens, and they're gonna say, "Here we go. Now
Hot
let's get to
peanut
work."
butter.
They're gonna walk right up on me. One of them gonna say, "I'm going to administer this school," and my sister wife going to administer the other school. They're gonna walk right up on me. Nappy hair, no perms, no weaves, no white boyfriends, none of that. No white Jesus, no none of that.
Okay, watch
They're
out.
gonna roll right up on me. I don't care how many kids they got. I love children.
See him looking on his lips.
I love children, especially if they got sons, because I ain't got no son. Roll up on me with a couple sons, two queens, and it's a wrap. It's a wrap. But no, there's some sisters I'm checking out. There's a couple sisters. There's only a few, less than a handful. I'm studying them. Couple potentials out there I'm studying. You know what I mean? African lemonade. That's the light-skinned sisters. You know the lemonade sisters? I call them African lemonade.
Yeah, Umar's a colorist.
Some brothers only donate African lemonade. No
Donate.
mayonnaise. We don't do mayonnaise. That's not African. African lemonade. We don't do European mayonnaise. We don't do stale bread. We don't do wet flour. We don't do white sugar. We don't do none of that. African lemonade. African lemonade. Okay. I think my appointment is here. It's time.
Okay, that's the plug. Y'all see this? And he's looking for him anyway. See him look. He keep looking
I
around.
think my appointment is here. It's time to rock and roll.
See that? You can hear the car pull up. And then one other example from 2021.
Turn the gym. And our fourth building, which will either be the Patrice Lumumba and Robert Sobukwe.
That's not a fourth building. That's a storage, little storage room. That's all that is. Cut it out.
Research Center, or it might be the Ida B. Wells Fannie Lou Hamer Presidential Complex. But we own all four of these buildings. We own them. You own them. It was the money of black people that purchased this campus. It was the money of black people that purchased this campus, brothers and sisters. And speaking of symbolism, speaking symbolically, brothers and sisters, let us also understand that in a very symbolic way, if Wilmington, Delaware was the last stop.
Y'all see it? Okay, let me give a play-by-play. So Umar, he's doing this big long tour. It's like a 10, let's see. Yeah, it's about a 10-minute video, a little over 10 minutes. And he's walking around, he's talking about, you know, what he hopes to achieve. There's B-roll footage that's displayed. By the way, that Maurice J. Morris sign is still there, even though the schools are completed or the school is ready. This is the other side of the street, but still, you should at least have the appropriate signage. And he keeps walking. He's talking about all the stuff and blah, blah, blah. The school looks terrible, just like it looks terrible today. And then he gets to this part right here where he's in the street, and then he kind of crosses the street, and then watch what happens right here. I'll pause it. So he's running
black people that purchased this campus, brothers and sisters. And speaking of symbolism,
he happens to look over and he sees something on the steps.
Speaking symbolically, brothers and sisters.
Okay, right there. He kind of looks, he's already passed the steps, but he can't help himself. He has to go see what it is. Watch this.
Sisters.
Okay, he turns back around.
Let us
and goes back towards the steps. And let me remind everyone, this is a recording where Umar's supposed to be giving like a tour of the school and talking about all of what's going to be happening, blah, blah, blah. But he can't even stop himself at this moment. Look what he does.
Also understand.
Okay, he gestures to the cameraman too. That's why he puts his finger up like, wait.
Let's also understand.
See, like, hold on. You got about 50,000 keys. Now, excuse the pun. Now, look, he's looking at it. Okay, this is crackhead behavior. No disrespect to the crackheads out there. This is crackhead behavior. He's looking at it. He can't stop himself. And what does he do?
In a very symbolic way.
He starts fidgeting with it because he's trying to see what it is. Why would anyone, a normal person ain't going to do that shit. You wouldn't even notice it. But he has to go over there, sit down while he's recording and he got to go see what it is. Why? And look what he does. See this? Then he recognizes that it's not any type of a drug or somebody done drop a little something on the thing. He realized that, so he moves on. But the camera pans over.
In a very symbolic way. If Wilmington, Delaware.
And there it is. Y'all see that little white little rock? Who would see that in the first place, let alone go sit down while you're recording? And it's supposed to be this video is important because you're going to be promoting the school and asking for donations, but you can't even help yourself, and you sit down and you start fidgeting with this shit. This is dope fiend behavior. I don't know what else to tell people. Y'all believe what you want to. Think she about to open up a school. Y'all crazy. Y'all just about as crazy as he is. Some of y'all at least, because he batshit crazy. All right, let's get back to the main video. We got blowed off. Supposed to have a short live stream, but hey, it is what it is. Thank you, everyone. The poll question: did Umar Johnson see a UFO, or was he tweaking? Okay, 1,270 votes. 13% said it was a UFO. 87% said he was tweaking. We had 628 likes too. Let's go for 700. That would be all. That will be awesome. Okay, thanks everyone. Thanks everyone who sent the super chats as well. Am I all caught up with super chats? Let me just check. Okay. New chair from Louisville, Kentucky. Yeah, from Louisville, Kentucky. What's up, James? Shout out to James too, because he's the one that keeps me updated on Umar's shenanigans. So a lot of these live streams we wouldn't be doing if it wasn't for James. So thank you, James. TJ says, man, who is Buddy's barber? Hey, there are times back in the day where Umar would take care of himself and he would have his hair lined up and it'd be nice and he would dress in suits and ties. No, now these days, and actually for the last, I would say for like the last 7 years, it's longer than that. I would say probably the last 9 years, he just doesn't care like that. But that's part of he spiraled out of control, you know, and his hair, his edge up be looking crazy. And I don't even think it registers in his mind. Okay. Thanks, TJ. Somebody says, in the one video, he is talking about not no Me Too and hidden cameras to keep women from accusing him, but now is talking about paddling and stroking in a room with no windows. He is mental. Yeah, he said that in the video. Let's go. Let me go pull it up. Again, Umar, this is what I'm saying. We'll get into this video tomorrow. They had invited him. It was a Black conscious school, African-centered school. They had invited him to speak at a 5th grader's graduation, I think, going to 5th or 6th. And it's amazing that they would even invite someone like that to be in the presence of Umar, given the types of things that he has done, the types of things that he says, and how he tends to talk sex talk. I mean, a lot of what he talks about is sex, and then he comes up with these scenarios dealing with Black women where it's all sexualized. Here, this is the one we'll get into tomorrow. This is a mess right here. I couldn't even get through the whole thing. Okay, I could not do it. We'll get through it tomorrow. It's a damn shame that they would have this guy up here when he's up here at these trap bandos making all types of sexualized comments, including how he's going to paddle these women. He says stroking, though. That's what he says. So y'all can figure that out. Okay, who would talk like that in the first place? But he says stroking. Okay, we know what that is. Okay, anyway, this guy, he's a sexual deviant. Let me see do I have the video? No, I don't have the video. Where did I put the video? Oh no, I know it's on my desktop. Here it is. Because we covered this last week. It should be in this folder right here. 6. No, that's not it. Yeah, this is it. 6. Yeah, I think this is it right here. Yeah. So here we go.
Pan Africanism, peace and Pan Africanism.
So he's given this is when he says the school is complete. His donors got excited again. And he's walking through. Yeah, there you can see that white film. We're going to get into that at some point. I want to get to that this week, but we'll see. He goes into the bathroom, and then he goes into, I think he calls it the paddle room, I think. I think this is it right here. So listen to what this clown says.
We need, look at that gloss. Look at that gloss on the floor. Oh, yes. Hit your paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit your paypal.me/ check some money orders, P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware. Check some money orders, P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware.
Yeah, did y'all see that? That room ain't done. That floor ain't done right there. Look at this.
634, Wilmington.
See in there? Got him. I didn't notice this before. Anyone else see this? The flooring's not done in that room. Let me take that back just to give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's see if he actually goes in that room.
Delaware.
No, he skips it. Boy, this guy, he's something else. That could be the room where there's like, it looks like some sort of a device that was in there. I don't know what it was.
634 Wilmington, Delaware, 19809. This is the timeout room.
Okay, he calls it the timeout room. He also calls it the black room because he said they're going to take the boys back in there if they act up and pound their damn chest in. That's what Umar said.
Ladies, I need you to behave. Ladies, if you misbehave, you got to come to the timeout room and you're going to get paddled. My beautiful.
Yeah. This guy, he's a sexual deviant.
African queens, my butter.
So if he's talking like this, then he starts talking about the butter almond and all this other stuff. But then on the other video, he was talking about you're not going to Me Too me. Well, which one is it, Umar? You freak.
My almond and butter pecan, my caramel, my guave.
Here he go.
My chocolate fudge, my African butter.
This guy, I think this is the nurse station in here.
Cream, my pina colada, my caramel, my cinnamon, my nutmeg queens. If you misbehave, you got to come and get 3 strokes. Oh.
Yeah, he said strokes. What that mean? We're most of us, we should be adults here. Y'all know what that is. He's a freak. But then he'll talk about you ain't gonna Me Too me. Well, which one is it, Umar? You talk all this P. Diddy shit, but then you say, you ain't gonna Me Too me. Well, which one is it? Probably got baby. Well, let me stop. Yeah, he want an African freak off. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who talks like that? He said 3 strokes. Yeah, he is. It's just diabolical, and I don't get it. They have this guy up here talking in front of these 5th graders who are graduating. You guys should be ashamed of yourself. This is supposed to be a black conscience. That's the problem. That's part of the problem. Let these sexual deviants run free, polite, nature boy. Anyway, let's keep going because I ain't gonna get blown off on Umar's foolishness because he's a freak. Anyway, you're absolutely right, and yeah, you're right too. There ain't no windows in here. I just now that you say that. There ain't no windows in here.
With the RBG panel. With the RBG panel. Consciousness over the cookies.
Okay, so why are you saying conscious over the cookies then? See, he's saying that because stroke, okay, but now he's trying to correct himself. No, he wants that freaky shit.
This is the panel.
And I shouldn't say it that way because some people are into that kind of stuff. That's your business. But he shouldn't be talking like this about the mamas that's going to be coming and having their children attending their school. And he's talking like this inside of this trap bando like this that he calls a school. It's inappropriate. It's also just nasty. Freak off, P. Diddy type, nasty, freak, etc. Anyway, thank you, Sonia. I didn't mean to go off like that, but thank you. He is. He's crazy. He cray. All right. Thank you for the super chat. TJ says, fellas, you hit that spot. Booyah! That's what he said. He said, boom. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I got to pull that up because I'm a little frustrated because they had Umar talking to these babies and he's a freak. So if you guys don't mind, let me see if I can find. I'll just play the first part of it. Okay, here we go. Shout out to TJ.
Black women, what y'all got to do is come together and use your spiritual power to get what y'all need from black men. Now, y'all look around Detroit, y'all say, we ain't got no schools, we ain't got no industries, we ain't got no factories. You know how you can get them? Let all y'all come together as a sisterhood and say, guess what? Cookie shop shut until I see 2 schools. Do you know how fast them damn schools?
Okay, that's so you gonna get men to do stuff by giving up the cooch? I think he probably got this from that Spike Lee movie. When did that movie come out?
You got to use your cookie power.
Okay, cookie is cooch. Okay, but JJ.
I'm serious about that. If you say no cookie till the school is built, we gonna eat, sleep, drink, or nothing. Brother Umar, you gonna take it out? Hell no.
Umar, you crazy. Yeah, we call Chirac. Let me see
From
when that came
Syria,
out.
you got to use your cookie power. You keep giving out rewards before the work is done.
Yeah, that's from 2015. I don't remember what year this was when he was talking crazy like this, but I have it in my notes.
And that's why a lot of black women are miserable and nasty as hell, because you fail to realize that in order to give yourself some balance, you got to shut down the damn oven and stop baking cookies every once in a while.
Women without strong emotional bonds with their father are more likely to mistake lust for love, especially when the sex is good.
There you go.
He hit that spot. Booyah! I love you. No, you don't. You in lust, but you don't know what love is. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay? That lightning strike, boom! I love you, boo. Because if I'm in love with you, I know you. I know you ain't going no damn where. This lightning rod, you ain't leaving me. You could think, but then y'all get intimate. Now you can't think no more.
He's so nasty.
Be honest with yourself, black woman. Yesterday you knew you should have left him alone. But last night, y'all crossed that line. And he hit you with a lightning bolt. Boom! Now you can't see straight no more.
It's y'all's principle.
And then your girlfriend's like, what you think? When you gonna call it off? When you gonna let him know you don't want to be bothered? Well, I've been thinking everybody deserves a second chance. Boom! He hit that spot. Booyah! I love you. No, you don't. That lightning strike. Boom! I love you, boo. This lightning rod, you ain't leaving me. And he hit you with a lightning bolt. Boom! Boom! Booyah! Boom! Booyah! Boom! Boom! Booyah! Boom! 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 Booyah! Booyah! Booyah!
All right. Okay. All right. Let's get back to the main video. What's up, Ms. Conference at Jungle Ipatunde? What's up, man? Thank you for doing that. Also, thanks, TJ. Information Man's in the building too. Shout out to Information Man. Says this has to stop at some point, brother. Speak on. Yeah, you know, I actually thought that by February, sometime around February of next year, that this would be over with. But the thing is that, and you're aware of the video where he claims that the school is done again. He said the same thing in February of this year, 2026, but he also said it in 2023. He also said it when he was on the Breakfast Club. I can't remember which Breakfast Club it was, but they were talking as if the school was already done. This was many years ago. So the thing is that when I saw some of the comments, in particular on Umar's Instagram page, where he did that live, and saw how people were falling for it again, ain't no telling how much longer this can go. Because that means that these people are they're delusional. They're not thinking critically enough to see what is clear to most rational thinking people, that this is a scam. I think many of them they're just in denial about it. But to see people go for it again after he said this so many times before, that leads me to conclude that ain't no telling how much longer this could go on. Because for Umar, it's about will people still send me money for this? Will people still donate? Land was donated to him, according to him, in 2012 for FDMG. Okay, we're in 2026. So in Umar's mind, it's not about let me fulfill any of these promises or any of these grand opening dates, or that when I told people that the school is complete back in 2023 or in 2026 twice now. That doesn't matter to Umar. What matters to Umar is, can I manipulate my followers and my donors in particular to continue to send me money by lying to them over and over again? And I think Umar realized that he could probably just keep lying about stuff for indefinitely. I mean, for the next 4 or 5 years. Well, I mean, they haven't stopped him since 2010 when he said the schools open September 11, 2013. So I don't know, Information Man. I may be wrong, because it's just that when I looked at the trajectory of how things went last year, and the schools the abandoned buildings almost being taken from Umar because he wasn't paying bills and the city was going to do a sheriff's sale, I thought there's no way, because you would think that even his support base, his followers, would say, okay, if he hasn't been paying these bills, where's all this money gone that we've sent and we've donated to him? And if this happens in 2025, who's to say this won't happen 3 years down the line? Because he doesn't handle basic business. And that's a statement of fact. And you would think that his fathers at that point would have said, hey, listen, that's it. And then by the time we get to, let's say, February of next year, that it would have dwindled to such a degree that Umar, he wouldn't even waste his time trying to run this scam anymore. But as long as people send him money, he's going to do it. And to see that type of outpour of support and people just being totally delusional about these trap bandos being complete, now they're ready to go, that leads me to conclude that he may be able to keep this going for another 3, 4, 5 years. There's no telling. There's no telling. Yeah, it's amazing. There's so many instances, and you know the history. You've researched all this. You've been around for a long time dealing with this Umar Johnson saga. There's so many instances that we can look back on where Umar is thoroughly exposed, and we would think that he would be done. Like his fathers would be like, that's it. Enough is enough. But that hasn't been the case. It's kept going and going and going. And listen, he made the announcement in 2010. That's 16 years ago that the school wasn't open. 2013, school's still not open. And people still finding reason to defend this guy and accept his lies. And I guess as long as they do, he can keep going with this. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Shout out to Information Man. Salute, sir. Thank you for the super chat as well. Xavier says, FDMG full discovered Martian grifters. Okay, all right. That's a good one. I haven't heard that one before. Thank you, Xavier, for the super chat. And then Miranda says, booyah. Hey, Cook Channel. Yeah, welcome, Miranda. Thank you for tuning on in. I appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat as well. Okay, let's we're gonna start winding this down because we got to get to through the main video, and then there's another video where Umar tells the alien story. What I'm going to do, though, because there are newer people here, I'm going to go back to the beginning of this video because we only watched like maybe the first 4 minutes of it, and I'll let it play, and we'll get through the alien. Umar's talking about UFO. The most important thing, though, is to recognize, that's what kind of what we've been talking about here, is that Umar, this video is the result of Umar tweaking. And he's up there and he's tweaking bad. I've already given other examples of him doing this. And this is another example. I called this. I told people that this was going to happen after he got on the Art of Dialogue, that money was going to come in for FDMG donations for a school that doesn't exist, but also the money that he gets from going on Art of Dialogue, going on Big Looms, right? That he's going to smoke that money up. And I told people he's going to be out here looking smoked out, and he's going to be up here begging for money. And now, not only is he smoked out, because he did another video before he smoked out. We covered that last week, but he's talking about how he's seeing UFOs. Okay, let's go. Here we go.
Yeah. Peace and Pan Africanism, peace and Pan Africanism. Peace and Pan Africanism, peace and Pan Africanism. This your big brother, Dr. Umar Tunde Oguntade, coming to you live and direct from your school, my school, and our school, the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy. Brothers and sisters, first of all, good Garvey Day to my continental Africans, good Garvey Day to my Caribbean Africans, good Garvey Day to my Canadian Africans, good Garvey Day to my Australian Africans, good Garvey Day to my Africans in Europe, good Garvey Day to my Africans of Asia, good Garvey Day to my South Pacific Africans, good Garvey Day to my South American Africans, good Garvey Day to my Central American Africans, good Garvey Day to my North American Africans, my Delaware Africans, my Philly Africans, my Maryland, DC, Baltimore, Virginia, Georgia Africans, my Tennessee, my Missouri, my Nebraska Africans, my Illinois and Michigan Africans, my California, my Phoenix, my New Mexico.
There you go. Tweaking.
Brothers and sisters, I'm going live because I think I see a UFO.
Man.
I think I see a UFO up in the sky at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. And I'm going to see if I can show you this UFO, brothers and sisters. I think I see a UFO. I don't know if y'all can see this light. Y'all see that light right there? That is not a star. It's not a star. It's blinking. It's not an airplane. It's not a star. It's not an airplane. The lights are blinking. I don't know if y'all can see it. This is not a joke, brothers and sisters. I wouldn't be going live. I would not be going live. There is an unidentified flying.
By the way, I just looked this up. Airplanes regularly fly over this address. Okay, this is where Umar is at. I'm not going to give you the address right now. But the airplanes regularly fly over this particular address in Wilmington, Delaware. The property is situated directly beneath the highly active northern Delaware and southern New Jersey flight corridors. The areas frequently hosts commercial traffic, regional flights, and local aviation. I just looked it up. Y'all look it up yourself.
Object in the skies of the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy. I repeat, there is an unidentified flying object up in the sky of the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. It is not a plane. It is not a star, brothers and sisters. And the light is flickering on and off. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, this is something different. This is something different. Y'all can't see the light flashing, but I can see the light flashing, and it is not a... What the fuck? Yo, something else just went next to it. What the fuck?
I don't see nothing.
Yo, something else just went next to it.
You tweaking.
Yo, something else just flew next to it, slowed down, and took off again and disappeared. Brothers and sisters, this is King Kong Consciousness, the most relevant, revolutionary, and requested black scholar on the planet. And I'm reporting from the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy. Brothers and sisters,
No.
I'm at the Nat Turner John Jacques Dessalines Gymnasium, and we have an unidentified. Do y'all see that? Or y'all still acting goofy tonight? Do y'all see that, or y'all still acting goofy tonight? There's an unidentified, well, what do y'all think it is? It's not a plane. Planes can't stop in the middle of the sky. It's not a star. So what is it, brothers and sisters? What is it? Y'all help me out. It's not a drone. It's not a damn drone. It's flickering on and off. Maybe it's the FBI. I don't know. I think it's a UFO. I think it's an unidentified flying object, and I think it's a whole bunch of coons on that ship. I think it is a unidentified flying coon ship. There's a whole bunch of coons on that UFO up there. They're coming to take over the black power struggle, brother. Get ready for the real coons. Get ready for the real coons. All jokes aside, brothers and sisters, there's an unidentified flying object, but y'all think everything funny, so. I'm telling you, something else flew next to it, slowed down, and then sped up again. I think it's a UFO. I think it's a UFO, brothers and sisters. I'm not joking. There's no other star in the sky tonight. It's not a star. They might want to come down and talk to me. I told y'all a UFO flew.
Yeah, he's tripping, y'all. They want to come down and talk to him? Why? This is y'all's principle. He's falling, he's falling off soap. And there go that shirt. Somebody mentioned it earlier. Umar, he going into the crates to get them shirts from 1985.
Near my house in Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Okay, so here it is right here.
Near my house in Jackson. They might want to come down and talk to me. I told y'all a UFO flew near my house in Jacksonville, North Carolina when I was a child.
Okay. So if there's anyone who doesn't know this story, it's important and it's relevant. I want to play the video from 2024, February 1st of 2024, where Umar talks about this experience when he was a child. Okay. Usually device to Star Trek II, The Wrath of Congo. That was probably the best movie from back then. Was The Wrath of Khan, by the way. Wrath of Congo, Shango. Okay, thank you, user 225. Quiet Cypher says, Lemon, what you doing with those RoboCop glasses? Yeah, I just got it for the attire because Umar's talking about UFOs, so I put on my Star Trek shirt, which is really tight, as you can see. I'll get a one that's probably extra large or large. And then I got these. I just ordered these glasses off of Amazon just to give the aesthetic. Okay, these are cool too because you can change them. You can change the color, and you can have them. See that? Yeah, I'm a tech guy, but then there's a setting where it will change colors. I don't know which one it is though. That's the green. That's the red. That's the blue. Like orange, purple. Maybe this is the one that changes. This is kind of like a pinkish color. This is the one that I'll put the one that changes on. Yeah, so that's why I got it on. Okay, I know I'm doing too much. It's a little petty, but we have a good time. All right. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. TJ says, Lenon, he talking to aliens now. I've seen it all. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's gotten really, really ridiculous. You know, it really has. He's out of control. Okay, but that's happening. You tweaking, you get on that stuff. This is what happens. Okay. Thanks, TJ. And then user device says a 3-foot-tall yellow alien was Asian and it was me. Okay. Now I don't want you to give it away because there's some people who haven't heard Umar tell this story. Thank you for super chat. Let's get into the story that Umar tells from when he saw he was visited by this alien when he was a child. Here we go. And this video is from 2024.
Snow bunnies never, black queens forever.
Here you go.
Snow bunnies never, black queens forever. Black queens forever. Snow bunnies. I love seafood. Seafood, soul food, ethnic food. Seafood, soul food, ethnic food. Seafood, soul food, ethnic food. Ain't nothing like some of that spicy Senegalese fish soup. Ain't nothing like some of that cassava potato greens with the shrimp, chicken, and beef. Where my Nigerian queens at? You know what? Where my Nigerian queens? We got any Nigerian queens in Jacksonville? Bring me some cassava leaf potato green with some lamb. I can't eat no chicken right now. No chicken. I'm about to get some spiritual work done. No chicken for 16 days. I can't eat no chicken. No chicken. So my Nigerian queens, I need some lamb, turkey, shrimp, lamb, turkey, shrimp, and some cassava or potato leaf. Nigerian queens, where you at? We got any Nigerian queens in Jacksonville, Florida right now? Oh my God, this guy right here is a, damn. What's wrong with you zesty dudes, man? Go do that stuff somewhere else. Where my Nigerian queen? A goosey soup. Pass me that fufu. Pass me that fufu, mama, and that a goosey soup. You in that tight, long Nigerian dress, all 5'5", thick in the thighs. Bring me my fufu, mama. Bring Papa his fufu, mama. Bring Papa.
Man, he tripping right here. I don't remember this part.
His fufu, mama. I love Ethiopian. That's all I eat is Ethiopia. What you talking about? Ethiopia? Where my Ethiopian queens at? I love my Ethiopian queens. They not as curvy, though, as my South African and West African and Central African queens. But they drop dead gorgeous. I love my Ethiopian queens, my Eritrean queens. Now, my Kenyan queens, oh, yes. Ooh, them Kenyan queens, Mombasa. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I'm coming back to Kenya, too. Where my Kenyan queens at? I'm coming back to Kenya. Where my Liberian potato greens and cassava leaf? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I love African food. That's all we're going to have at.
I'm sorry. Let me try to.
Are aliens real? Yes, aliens are real. Because an alien visited me in Jacksonville, North Carolina. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida right now, but I used to live in Jacksonville, North Carolina. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah, and just to be clear with the timeline, Umar moved down to be with his father in and around 1981. It could be early 1982. He was in the second grade, around 7 years old, and that's after Jamal married Umar's mother. And from my research, they only lived down there for about a year and a half, maybe 2 years, and then they divorced. And then Umar goes back, and his siblings and his mother, they moved back to Philadelphia. And by that time, we're talking Umar's 9, maybe 10 years old. Okay, so that's the timeline that Umar's talking about here.
Florida right now, but I used to live in Jacksonville, North Carolina. And when I was in the 3rd grade in Jacksonville, North Carolina, 9 years old, 8 years old, me and my mother were looking out the window and we saw a UFO. We said, "Is that a UFO?" I said, "Nah, that might be a plane. Maybe that's the military expedition, military air." It was a UFO. So we watching this UFO. It kept swirling around. It was way up in the sky though, but it had all these lights and it was going in a circle. And my mom said, "Okay, it's time for you to go to bed." So I go to bed, but I'm not asleep. You know how you laying down in your bed before you fall asleep? Jacksonville, North Carolina. And the next thing you know, this yellow thing walked into my room. It was about 3 feet tall, shaped like a man, but no features. No, it was just pure yellow light. Shaped like a man with no features, pure yellow light. And I'm scared as shit. I want to call my mom or my dad, but I'm scared because we just saw a UFO like 2 hours ago, and this little yellow man.
Okay, real quick, I just have to say this. I don't mean to pause it because I want people to hear the story, but it's more likely that what Umar saw and his mama saw was just an airplane or a helicopter because his father was in the military. You guys understand what I mean? If you're on a military base, you're gonna see stuff like that. But that's what Umar interprets this. And again, he's a child, so we got to give him some grace on that. But let's continue with the story.
Stocky too. He was built like he was a bodybuilder. But all you could see was yellow light in the shape of a man. No eyes, no nose, no mouth, pure yellow. And I'm acting like I'm asleep because I don't want him to know I'm woke. And then all of a sudden, it ran up to me and punched me in my face.
Yeah, see, this is what I mean. He be taking stuff too far.
I just knew I had a black eye or a broke nose. I just knew I had a black eye or a broke nose.
Okay, why would the alien punch him though?
I just knew I had a black eye or a broke nose, and it ran out the room. And I got up and ran into my parents' room, and I said, "I just got punched in the face by an alien." They said, "Boy, go to bed." I said, "Umi, we just saw that spaceship. It was real."
Yeah, Umi, it means mama.
Because right after you sent me to bed, this little yellow man with no face, made of pure yellow light, came into my room, punched me in the damn face. It felt like I had a broke nose, but I didn't. So let me ask y'all this. My alien experts, I'm going to my alien experts right now.
There you go.
Does anybody have an interpretation for the yellow being of pure light? It was pure light in the shape of a man, 3 feet tall, came into my...
Yeah, it could have been a dream. It could have been a hallucination. I've told the story because I've always been in sci-fi. So I would have sci-fi type dreams. I remember I had some real vivid ones from way back in the day. This was before I got in conspiracy theories. I was probably in my early 20s, but even before that, because I've been in sci-fi for such a long time. But I remember what happened was once I got into the conspiracy theory paradigm, there was a lot of information about the Greys and the I can't remember that. It was these aliens from the Palladians or something like that, and all that. So it was a big thing. There was a lot of people talking about that. I remember a guy named, I think his name was Chris Everard. There was a show called, and I wanted to get on that show. I was so deep in that because I would say stuff back then that would just be outlandish because people on that show would say stuff that was outlandish. The whole conspiracy paradigm, it was so out of control. It was a show called. I can't remember what it was called. I can't remember, but it's like a UK term. I can't remember what it was called. But anyway, they would have people on there talk about aliens and visitations. And then there was this one guy who he had fingers that had been cut off, and he said that happened. He was in a cave, and he found there was aliens in there, and they shot him with a ray gun. And I was into all that. Like I was deep into that stuff. And then there was Cradle Mutwa. He did the one. He did videos called the alien agenda with David Icke. David Icke used to talk about all this stuff. So what ended up happening was at a certain point, that show was called Project Camelot. You can probably still find some episodes on YouTube. That was such a long time ago. But what happened for me was, because I got so deep into the conspiracy theories and Skull and Bones, and I mean, it just goes on and on and on. The Bilderbergs, the Trilateral Commission, the Illuminati, so forth and so on. It really starts to affect your mind, and your mental health really begins to suffer. And so I remember at a certain point, when I was getting into all this alien stuff, that I started to think that the dreams that I had, I was like, wait a minute, maybe that was real. Okay, that's delusion. See, but it wasn't until later I get into this other information, I start to think that way. Whereas back in the day when I had dreams, sci-fi, I was like, okay, that was a great sci-fi episode, like a dream type of thing. And I wake up and I was like, that was cool. It was cool. I was, but that's what happens, like in terms of the mental health thing. And for Umar, I can say this: he was a child. He may, it could be a hallucination. He may have had a dream. Okay, clearly, if someone punched you in the face, there's going to be some sort of residual that your mama or your daddy would have seen to verify that, but they told him to go back to bed. But he conflates all these different things. That's why, I can understand it, coming from the vantage point out of the conspiracy theory paradigm, because there was a lot of that stuff going on back in the day. And Umar, he was into conspiracy theories too. He still is a conspiracy theorist to this day. But the more likely explanation is that no, those were not UFOs that he saw with his mama, that they were airplanes or helicopters. If they were UFOs, then your mama wouldn't she have said something to your daddy, and your daddy would have talked about that? And then when you come in here and say that you saw an alien, that your daddy would have probably went in your room to go see, maybe. I don't know. I'm just throwing this out there. Just that the story doesn't make sense. The more likely explanation is that Umar, that what he saw with his mama, that there weren't UFOs. They're on a military base or military housing. Is probably close to the base if they're not on base. So it's likely that they see airplanes and helicopters all the time. And that Umar has a dream that he sees an alien comes into the room, punch him in the face, and that's what took place. It could be a hallucination. Okay, it could be some other experience that he had in that household that he's misconstruing, and he was punched somehow and for some reason. But he says, instead of acknowledging who it was that actually punched him, okay, I'm just throwing this out there. He just identifies as a psychological defense mechanism to kind of cope with. He says, oh, that was an alien instead of somebody else. I'll just throw that out there as an example, as opposed to that this was a yellow alien that came in for some reason punches. Why would the alien come do that to the child? Okay, let's keep going.
Room. I was awake. I was wide awake. I was not asleep. I had just gotten to the bed. Lights was out. He came in there, 3 feet tall, pure yellow light. I tried to act like I was asleep. Somehow he knew I was woke and punched me in the face. Does anybody have an alien interpretation? I'm telling y'all the truth. I'm not making this up. But see, some of y'all have never had spiritual experiences, so I know this is going.
Okay, seeing an alien or hallucinating, that's not necessarily a spiritual experience. I get it, though, because there are times where we may interpret something that could be a hallucination as a spiritual experience, or we may have a dream and consider it to be a spiritual experience. All right. Anyway.
Completely. This is, calcified pineal gland.
Here he go.
Calcified. If you study spirituality, if you study unseen beings, if you know what that yellow being was, because I'm still trying to figure this out.
Yeah, but if you saw the being, why would it matter if for people who've know about unseen beings? You're not talking about an unseen being. You're talking about the being that you actually saw. You claim that you saw. It doesn't even make sense.
I don't think it was an ancestor. I don't think it was an Orisha. I think it was something else, because we just saw the spaceship. But
listen, it doesn't make sense. Why would the alien punch you in anyway?
You have an interpretation for it wasn't a demon. It wasn't a demon. It wasn't an evil force. It may not have been a positive. I was 8 or 9 years old. I was 8 or 9. I'll never forget it. I will never.
If it's not an evil force, but it punches you in the nose,
forget it. I will never forget. It's the first extraterrestrial, supernatural, metaphysical, paranormal experience I ever had. If anybody has an idea of what that could it have been, an ancestor? Do ancestors travel on spaceships? Do the ancestors, is it possible that the spaceships are ancestors? What do y'all think? Is it possible that the spaceships, the so-called aliens, are ancestors? It wasn't evil.
Jim sniffing?
It wasn't evil.
Yeah, that was another thing. I think the guy's name was something Lear or something like that. And there was something Project something too dealing with the aliens that I was deep into. Now, boy, that's such a long time ago. Yeah. Project something.
See, I'm dealing with a lot of Africans in the feed with calcified pineal glands. All you know is weed, sex, coochie, BBL, Air Jordans.
Okay, Umar, cut it out.
You don't know nothing about anything outside of the mundane physical. Most of you all are trapped in the mundane physical. Maybe the punch gave you the knowledge. I thought about that. Did it put something in my head? I thought about that because, you know, in Ifa, your soul is in your head, your ori, and it punched me in my ori. Maybe it was the Christ energy anointing me as the Black Christ. I'm still, if you have an interpretation, God is my witness, I'm not making this up.
Yeah, the guy was Dr. Stephen Greer, and it was the Disclosure Project from 2001. I didn't get into conspiracy theories until a little bit later than that.
In the presence of the Almighty, in the presence of my ancestors, I swear to you that that yellow man came in my room, 3 feet tall, pure light in the shape of a man. The outline was a man, but the whole body was light, made of yellow light, bright yellow light. Stood there for a few seconds. I tried to act like I was asleep because I was scared, and he ran up, punched me, and ran out. And I was dazed for a minute. And I thought my eye was broke or my nose was black. And I ran into my parents' room, and they didn't believe me. God is my witness. Does anybody, if you think you know what that yellow person
I think more than likely it was a dream.
Was that yellow thing in the shape of a man that came, I think he came from the spaceship because we saw the spaceship the same night.
Yeah, he tripping.
I think he came from the spaceship. If you think you have an interpretation, please text me. Maybe y'all can help me make sense of that. 215-989-9858. 2159, it was not a nightmare because I was awake, my Negro brother.
Here he go.
My calcified pineal gland having Negro pen. I was wide awake. I just told you that. 215-989-9858. My calcified pineal gland having Negro pen, brother. I told you I was wide awake. I was in
Well, that koofy tight.
Jacksonville, North Carolina. That's where I decided to be a psychologist. This happened the same year I decided to be a psychologist in the same house I was living.
See, he just takes things too far.
In. Was it an Orisha? Was it an ancestor? Was it an alien? What punched me and what did it put into my Ori? What did it put into my soul? That 3 feet yellow being shaped like a man. Who's calling me while I'm live? Brother Robert with the magazine. You want a magazine interview? No problem, Brother Rob. Listen, y'all, I don't answer the phone. I need y'all to text me. Y'all keep calling me. I'm never answering the phone.
Okay, anyway, that's him telling his story. Real quick, because we're going to wind this down. Let's see. Baba Diddy says the alien shit. Now it all makes sense. Now it all makes sense. That's why Umar was so mad when he was fake trying to clean them toilets, because the aliens, they the one that did it. All right. Thanks, Baba Diddy. Carlos Ortega says maybe the Martians want to donate. No, they don't want to donate to FDMG. They ain't gonna try to send their Martian children to FDMG. Okay, thanks, Carlos. Xavier says, looks like Umar wearing Carl Connie's shirt from 1996. Yeah, we're gonna go back to that video. For whatever reason, over the last couple of live streams that Umar's done, he's been wearing some real tight shirts from the 1980s and 90s. I don't know why. Okay, thank you, Xavier. U225 says, Mothership was late to pick me up after. Okay, all right. Thank you. And he also says, my fist smelled musty for days. Okay, I got okay. User 225 claims to be the yellow alien. All right, thank you for the super chat. Mr. Maxwell says drugs ain't for everybody. I agree. Turn the heat down. Yeah, hashtag turn the heat down. Just tripping. And it's such a waste of other people's money too. Yeah. Thank you for the super chat. He's starting to see spaceships on Bankhead. Hashtag geek up. Yeah. Yes, he's gotten worse and worse and worse. And he looks horrible. Look. This is from 2 days ago. Look at this guy. Something's not right. I've been telling people for a long time. But when you be outside tweaking like this, you getting close to rock bottom. Thanks, Mr. Maxwell. Jazz says renovation in the living room. Oh, yeah, I think you're talking about me. Yeah, I haven't live streamed in the living room in a while. No, what happened was last week, my son had friends over, and so I live streamed up here, and I just have been lazy. I don't feel like taking everything back downstairs. I probably should just get a laptop to leave up here. So if I want to live stream here, I can, and get a second monitor that I can leave up here, and then I can just live stream from the laptop. But that's why I'm up here. I actually like it too, though, because it's cozy, and the children, they can hang out downstairs and watch TV or whatever. But anyway, that's why I've been up here the last few live streams. I'll get back down there when I can. Thank you, Jazz, for the super chat. U225 says Umar Johnson's ancestors contacted my planet to carry it out. No, they didn't. No, they did. Cut it out. All right, Miss Converse says I can explain it. You a lying ninja. Yeah, that's what it comes down to. He just be making up anything. And again, there's a lot of UFO talk in the news right now because of the government released files dealing with UFOs. They're calling it something else. They're not calling it UFOs. And so Umar, he's just jumping on that bandwagon. Real talk. Thanks, Mr. Controversy. He also says he put his alien shot. All right. Okay. All right. That's all right. Let's keep going here. And then one other one. Irie says, when would you say Umar became a drug? Okay. This is hard to pinpoint. All I can say is that by 2012, Umar's sniffing problem becomes very evident. It's not as if he's sniffing as often. It's not as if it's as pronounced as it is these days. But you see it, and you see it consistently enough that you recognize something's going on even back then. So 2012, I think it correlates to 2000. It was probably going on before that, because you're not even going to get to that point when you're having nasal issues unless you've been doing. Well, I guess it depends on what you've been doing and for how long. So I would say at least 2012, maybe 2011. It coincides with the Hidden Colors, and that's when Umar he blew up. But it's possible that he was dealing with stuff before that. Another possibility, I'm just throwing this out there, that it could be even way before 2011 that he was on some prescription drugs, and that's how he could have been his gateway. There's no telling. What I can say is that in particular, the sniffing becomes apparent in 2012, and it's gotten progressively worse to where now it's way out of control. And then there's other signs too. I showed some videos of some examples of Umar tweaking, him signaling the plug. I got a video where he's up there with Brother Manny, rest in peace. And Brother Manny, no disrespect, all due respect, he was on some stuff too. Okay, and I know he's passed. I'm saying that with respect. I don't even like saying it, but it's the truth. And I have a video where they were at FDMG. I should have pulled it up during this live stream. They were up there, and Umar forgot that he had his phone that was still live streaming. He forgets that it was live streaming. And he has a conversation. They're talking about lighters that they had inside of the abandoned building, and Umar references what we were burning in there. So they were burning something up in there. They had lighters. They were just probably getting high. More than likely, that's what they were doing. And then Umar later, he gets in his car and he recognizes that the phone is still live streaming. He goes, "Oh shit, I forgot," because basically he gets caught, and that he didn't know that it was still live streaming. And you guys should see his face. He knew that he was caught. Anyway. I would say 2012, 2011-ish, but it's possible that it was way before that. All I can say is that by 2012, I recognize in my research, you start to see him sniff. He starts to play with his nose a little bit, not that much, but by the time you get to 2013, he's playing with his nose a whole lot more. He's sniffing more. Okay, by the time you get to 2019, of course, he's playing with his nose, doing like this a lot, but the sniffing gets way out of control. And then now in 2026, it's way, way out of control. Okay, that's not by accident. Right? Okay, thank you for the super chat, Irie. I appreciate it. RT D2. Okay, all right. Shout out to all the Star Trek references during today's show and the Star Trek references. I appreciate it. Shout out to everyone who's in the sci-fi. Lenon wearing his role play outfit with my No. I don't have to do all that, brother. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got. It's not necessary for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just stop. You gonna get me in trouble when you sleep on the couch tonight. Okay, thank you, Ms. Controversy. Okay, so let's go back to the main video and then we're gonna close it out. Here we go. Shout out everyone inside the Cook Fresh chat. We got up to 717 likes. Fantastic. Our goal was 300. Let me go ahead and close out this poll. Did Umar Johnson see a UFO or was he tweaking? 14% said it was a UFO. 86% said he was tweaking. We had over 1,480 votes. Let's see if we can get to 1,500. Okay, before I close it out, we need 13 more votes. Okay, let's see if we can make it happen. All right, here we go. We'll finish this up.
In Jacksonville, North Carolina, when I was a child, me and my mother saw it together, and it was rotating with different lights. And then that same night.
Okay, you see how there's more specificity. He didn't say anything about rotation of lights in this video.
I'm
Hit
never
the one.
answer the phone. Text.
Okay, did he say anything about rotating lights in that video? He didn't say anything about rotating lights. I don't remember him saying anything about that, but now there was rotating lights. See, this is something to look out for. These scammer types, Umar, Cheyenne Bryant, Jay Morrison. Look out for these types of things. When they retell these stories, oftentimes there's more specificity as they continue to tell the story. The story evolves into something else. Okay, that's a telltale sign that they're making this shit up. They're lying. Okay, Umar's a pathological liar. So is Cheyenne Bryant. They retell the stories and they add more shit to it. He never said anything about these lights. None of that.
Me and my mother saw it together, and it was rotating with different lights.
Yeah, this guy, he's something
and
else.
And then that same night.
No, it really is. It's a telltale sign. And look at him playing with his nose too.
A yellow alien in the shape of a man.
Umar, you got to get it together, man. Damn.
Pure yellow light in the shape of a man came into my bedroom.
Yeah, thanks, Tori.
And punched me in the face while I was wide awake, brothers and sisters.
Look at this guy.
So maybe, I don't know, maybe the aliens got some sort of interest in the Prince of Pan Africanism.
This guy is tripping.
See, that's a plane, and that's a plane. That's not a plane.
He said that's a plane and that's a plane. Now what are you saying? That it's 3 lights up there?
That's not a plane. See, that's a plane, and that's a plane. That's not a plane.
What? Already looked it up. There's flights that run through here all the time. I already looked it up. I read it earlier. This guy, he's tweaking. And why live stream this? This guy. Yeah, he looks horrible. Man, Umar, you got to get it together, bro. Whatever you need to do, get it together, man. Collar's all flared up and shit. Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said, Alfredo. He tripping. And then he just ends the live stream. He going out bad. Umar, you got to get it together, bro. I don't even want to call you, bro. Let me take that back. Let me take them bros back. You got to get together, homeboy. Okay. Let me close out this poll. We got to 1,510 votes. Thanks everyone who voted on it. Did Umar Johnson see a UFO or was he tweaking? 14% said it was a UFO. 86% said he tweaking. Umar was tweaking. Okay? And that ain't the first time. I gave plenty of examples during this live stream. There's plenty of other examples I can pull up too. Thanks everyone who voted on the poll. We got to 733 likes. See if we get to 750 before we get up out of here. We're winding the show down now. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Thanks to all the mods too for handling business. And thanks, of course, to everyone who sent in super chats. If you send super stickers or anything else, thank you for all the support. Okay, I do appreciate it. I don't take it for granted. And we also have a wonderful time. So I really appreciate you all. Thanks everyone inside the Cook Chat as well. YouTube Device says Umar Johnson wears kids XXL shirt because he is He's into oh, okay. All right, yeah. No, I don't know why Umar, the last couple of live streams that he's done, he's wearing these real tight shirts. And it's like old school shirts for some reason. I don't know. I have no idea. Thanks, YouTube5. Count Macular says the yellow man that walked into Umar's bedroom was Morris Day. Shout out to Morris Day. Morris Day is underrated. He really is, because Prince really became big, but Morris Day was right there for at least a while. He's definitely underrated. Didn't he have a song, something called The Bird or something like that? This is that song called The Bird. Yeah, his group was the Time. Yep, 1980s. Yep. Yeah, he's still alive. He's still doing tours. He's 69 years old. Good for him. Yeah, he's going to be in Sugar Land, Texas, and Napa, California, and Highland Park, Illinois. Yeah, good for him. He's still doing his thing. Yeah, they got a picture of Apollonia on here too. Yeah. She's 66. She look good. She really do. Good for her. She aged very well. Yeah, I had a little crush on her, but anyway, let me stop. I did. I had a crush on her back then. Thanks, Count Macular for the super chat. User 225 also says he looked up while Uncle Nancy drops spirit. Okay, all right. I want to pull up Uncle Nancy, but let's finish this up because I always like to pull it up. But let's close out. Thank you, YouTube 5. Everyone else too. Be highly opinionated says, is this a recent video? I'm late. He looking real bunny and crazy here. Real funny and crazy. Yeah, this video right here is from 2 days ago. And it's bad. It is all the way across the board.
Peace and Pan Africanism. Peace and Pan.
He's talking about seeing a UFO. Then he starts talking about aliens, and then he talks about a little bit about the story of him when he was a child. He saw an alien that punched him in the face when he was a kid, and he looks really, really bad. Yeah, but again, I told people that this was going to happen because he was on Art of Dialogue, and he gets paid for that. So that money, he'll smoke that money up real quick, and then he has to get back up here to get some more money. And that's what he did the last video. And then he goes on. He's also on the Art of Dialogue, so he gets paid for that, I'm sure. And he smoked that money up, and this is historically speaking. If you put this on the timeline, this happens every single time where Umar come up on some money. He smoked the money up. He gets back online looking smoked out. And he looks horrible, and he gets up there, and sometimes he acts a fool. One time he's pouring water on his head. One time he starts laying on the ground, whatever the case may be. Then he begs for money so that he can re-up, so he can continue with the cycle. You Umar Johnson followers, this is what you're contributing to, and you get mad at people who criticize Umar. He's not interested in opening up a school, so you got to set all of that aside and all the emotional manipulation, because he's manipulating you emotionally so that you guys compromise your intellectual process. You're not thinking clearly. You're sending Umar money for a school that does not exist. He's raised millions of dollars and don't got shit to show for it. Meanwhile, he's up here tweaking at these bandos, looking up, talking about UFOs. I mean, how do you get to that point? There was a time where Umar, last points, there was a time where Umar would sell out venues, and there would be standing room only. People, professionals coming out to listen to Umar, where he used to dress the part. He wasn't talking crazy and repeating shit and looking smoked out. I'm talking about back in the day, he three-piece suits, hair cut all nice, and he gets up there and he's not acting a damn fool and talking about crushing cookies all the time. He wasn't doing that back then. But how do you go from that, raise millions of dollars, and you got black people supporting you and rah-rah, and they really supported him, and yet here he is in 2026, and this is what he's reduced himself to. So last point, you Umar Johnson followers, you're defending a Pookie. You Umar Johnson donors, you're donating to someone who has some serious substance abuse issues, and you're enabling him to continue with this behavior. You're enabling him to self-destruct. Who's responsible though? Umar's responsible, but understand your role. You're contributing to his deviancy and his self-destruction. And then you get upset at people who criticize him. Okay, I'll propose that I care more about Umar than you motherfuckers do, because if you did, you wouldn't be enabling this guy like this so that he continues to self-destruct. That's real talk. Umar, get it together, okay? You tripping. All right. Mr. Maxwell says, how do you separate and assimilate? Separate and assimilate. I don't know. I can't answer that. Thank you, Mr. Maxwell. You will be assimilated. Thank you. And then TJ says Vanity and Apollonius. Yeah. I had crushes on both of them. Okay, and rest in peace to Vanity. Apollonius is still alive. She looks really good, especially for her age. She aged well. Okay. Thanks, TJ. Everyone else too. Thanks for all of the support during this live stream. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll set up the show right after this. Tomorrow, Umar, he was invited to speak in front of fifth graders for their fifth grade graduation going to sixth grade. I couldn't even watch the whole video. I could not watch it. That's what we're going to get into tomorrow. Okay. And that video is from a couple of days ago. All right. And shout out to James for sending it to me because I would not have known. Yeah, she the East. She still look good. Yeah. And she's still doing her thing. Yep. Absolutely. Okay. Thank you guys again for tuning on. And I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did enjoy the show, make sure you hit that like button. Okay. And as we always do. Oh, this isn't the one I wanted to do. If you guys don't mind, let me pull up the one I wanted to do. Okay, because it's a new release. All right. This is I can't remember what it's called. What is it called? Oh, hold on one second. It'll come up right here. Here it is right here. Next time, make it 20. All right, here we go. And shout out to Black Mario.
Before I continue the message, thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20. But thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
Yeah. Good brothers. Good sisters. I appreciate that $10 donation.
Shout out to Black Mario.
But next time, make it 20.
Make it 20.
Next time,
let's go.
She came up smiling after the program was through. Said, brother, here's $10. I'm supporting you.
What's up, Bridget?
I looked at the queen and I nodded my head.
Oh, come back,
thank you, sister. Then this is what I said.
Next time, make it 20.
Times are hard, I understand. Everybody doing the best they can, but dreams this big take more than hope. We're trying to build, not barely cope. Everybody saying we not fisking flat tires. We not selling water ices. We building institutions, family.
I love you too. Thank you for the song. I appreciate you. Love all y'all. Y'all great.
We not fisking flat tires. We not selling water ices. We building institutions, family. Next time, make it 20.
Yeah, hustle girl. I forgot about that.
Your way.
Yep.
I appreciate the 10, but here's what I gotta say. Next time, make it 20. Let the whole congregation see. We not fisking flat tires. We building institutions, family.
Shout out to Black Mario.
Yeah.
Persian money, as Umar said. Persian queen.
Hey. People asking questions every single day. How you gonna build it? How you gonna pay?
Yeah, you see.
I say one donation, one dream at a time.
What's up, Mike? Buenas noches.
Everybody pitching in to help us climb.
Thanks, Peace Within. Thank you,
This
Leslie.
ain't about quick fixes.
Oh, you so welcome.
This
sis.
ain't about little gimmicks. Trying to leave
Thanks,
something
Francisco.
standing tall for the next generation.
On
and
won't
all.
die. Yeah.
We not fisking flat tires.
We not fisting flat tires.
We not selling water ices. We
Thank you,
building
Freedom.
institutions, family.
T. Jones, hey, how you doing?
We not fisking flat tires. We not selling water ices. We building institutions, family.
Thank you, good night.
Next time, make it 20. If the blessings come your way, I appreciate the 10. But here's what I gotta say.
Yeah.
Next time, make it 20.
Y'all the best.
Let the whole congregation see. We're not fisking flat ties.
Here she go.
We building institutions, family.
Thanks, Holly. Yeah.
Institution builders. Yeah.
I cannot keep up with this chat room.
What we doing?
Let me skip through all of these. Then we go. Let's try to.
What we not doing? We not fisking flat
Thanks, y'all, for
tires.
tuning in. Thanks, Miranda. Mark Bet. Armado.
We not selling water ices. One more time. One more time. We
Thanks,
building. We building institutions, family. Now everybody clap your hands.
Yeah, someone remind me tomorrow. I'll pull it up.
We not fisking flat tires.
Yeah, Black Mara made this song. Tell Black Mara. Thanks, James.
Everybody together. We build an institution.
Yeah, remind me tomorrow. I'll pull it up.
Family. Next time make it 20. When prosperity comes through, I appreciate the 10. And I appreciate you too. Yeah. Next time make it 20. That's the message for today. We building institutions, family, and we're doing it all the way.
Y'all crazy.
We not fisking flat tires. We not selling
I'll be
water
feeling
ices.
bad for
We building
Sister
institutions, family.
Yeah, I know, right?
We not fisking flat tires. We not selling water ices. We building institutions, family.
Yeah, this is the video I was going to pull up right here.
Next
He cannot stand the cold. Look at him running.
Make it 20.
All right, shout again to Black Mario. Hope y'all enjoyed that. We have more coming too, by the way. A whole lot more coming on. What's up, Jimmy Jamboree? All right, everyone, live long and prosper. Thank you for tuning in to this special edition, sci-fi edition of the show. All right. We'll be back tomorrow with another live stream. We're going to be getting into the video where Umar speaks in front of fifth graders who are graduating. He has no business being up on the stage. He don't have no business being in front of no kids. And the people who had him, we'll talk about that too, had him come speak, they should be ashamed of themselves. No ethics, no morals whatsoever. Damn shame. We'll get into that tomorrow. Thank you guys again for tuning on in. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks everyone who sent a super chats or super stickers or any other type of listen, I really do appreciate it because you guys are the best. Also, thanks to the mods and thanks everyone inside the Cook Chat for tuning on. Hope you all enjoyed the show. And we'll be back tomorrow with another live stream. Love y'all. Take care. Peace.